Our coverage of USL Soccer is brought to you by UC Davis Children's Hospital. It's Armed Services Night here at Bonnie Field as the Republic play host to the Sounders 2. Good evening and welcome alongside former MLS veteran Kevin Goldthwait and soon to be joined by Morgan Reagan. I'm Rob McAllister. The Republic making the world take notice after taking down the Premiership Sunderland by a score of 1-0. A narrow defeat by the hands of Newcastle a few nights later would show that this club is for real. But Sacramento has a long trek ahead of them here. Do they want to reach the playoffs, Kevin? How do they make sure they find themselves in the final six?
Rob, here's how they do it. Well, I'm going to coin this as the dynamic trio in the midfield of Lopez, Alvarez, and Barrera. This is a great example of how well these guys can combine in the final third. And for the Republic to be successful, these guys need to be on the ball as much as possible in that final third. So we had a good look of Alvarez going at defenders, making it difficult for them and earning the free kick, which is the next point. The Republic have been fantastic on set pieces over the last 18 months. They need to capitalize as often as they can on these things and really take them seriously.
See if they can continue the strong run of play as they have a big-time opponent here tonight. Seattle atop of the standings with 36 points. Republic have some work to do if they want to remain in that top six. We talked to Coach Buckle about that transition from the friendlies here to the final 2 months of play.
So no better feeling than the EPL teams come in. There was no pressure on us to win them games, although we did very well and beat Sunderland. But yeah, so it was good to have that after the defeat, so it sort of washed away. But at the same time, I have to be mindful that we're playing a team that's top of the league, and we're going to have to be at our very, very best to win the game.
So, Kevin, let's get your Chevy keys to the match and see how the Republic gets it done here tonight.
We talked about that dynamic trio. I want to focus on the dynamic duo in the midfield of Lopez and Barrera. They need to get combination play as early and as often as they can. Also, go back to the basics. Get a clean sheet. No silly goals, no soft goals tonight. And finally, can Tommy Stewart link up with that midfield? If he can, I think it's going to lead to a lot of chances for the Republic tonight.
Danny Barrera in the first 11. We'll tell you who else is. Coming up, it's the Sounders 2, the Republic, and it's right here on the CW 31.
Wow.
Nice. Chevy's got 3 great deals to choose from this summer. Which works the best with your budget?
I'm drawn to the 0%.
$1,000 cash back. I've never ever thought about leasing a car until I saw that deal.
Which one's your favorite?
0%.
$1,000 always looks nice going in my pocket.
Sorry, I changed my mind.
Now let me tell you something that's super cool. You can choose any one of these deals on any of these cars.
Seriously?
It's gorgeous, man.
This is a nice car.
Oh, I like this stitching.
It's an easy choice. Find your tag and choose your deal for an extra summer bonus.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sweet.
Indomitable. Like the trees that surround us, our roots run deep, our foundation strong. This is a game played to the sound of chants, to the sound of anthems. This game is played to the sound of glory. We are Sacramento. Indomitable we stand. For the Republic we stand.
You get it. You know the difference between throwing some style and throwing your money away. That's why NorCal gets Honda Accord. More power and luxury than Camry, and it costs less to own than a Subaru. And look at the gas mileage. 50 with curves like that? Crazy. It's why Car and Driver named Accord a 10 Best a record 29 times. So when your Northern California Honda dealer offers $189 a month on a new Accord, you know what to do. You get it.
It's all yours.
It's all ours.
We found the one.
Our piece of the dream.
Home sweet home.
Here to stay.
Permanent.
Rooted.
Residence.
Relocated. I've been relocated.
Packing up shop.
Headed out of Dodge.
Hitting the bricks.
Calling the bank.
A short-term world needs a long-term bank. For great rates and step-by-step guidance from one of the nation's top mortgage lenders, call on U.S. Bank.
Onward.
Upward.
Well, redefining love, maybe indomitable love is the word here. Heather Sims and Melvin Stewart tying the knot of first here at Bonnie Field. No doubt these are hardcore Republic supporters. Congratulations to them. Let's get to our U.S. Bank starting lineups here. We begin with the S2 and a couple of big names up there. Sam Garza, number 88, one you're going to have to look out for. Very technical and quick player.
Yeah, pacey on that outside. Going to be important for Clemente to see if he can deal with that, especially how much Clemente likes to go forward.
A couple of changes for the Republic as well in the first 11. Danny Barrera making yet another start for Sacramento. He is one of 5 midfielders.
Yeah, this is going to shift around. It's really going to be a 4-1-4-1 as we'll see towards as this game starts. But want to see, again, if Tommy Stewart can link up with that midfield.
And the head coach for your Sacramento Republic in his first USL match is Paul Buckle, with nearly a decade of coaching experience on his resume, 20 as a player as well. But the head coach, Ezra Hendrickson, the longtime assistant for Seattle, and him and Siggy Schmidt work very much in tandem. And Ezra's got his club atop of the standings here for Seattle. Well, let's go to our Mazda matchup of the night here, and Kevin, take it away.
Keep talking about Tommy Stewart and how well he can link up with that midfield. He's got a tough task tonight with Fairclough and Oxford being the two center backs for Seattle. Two big body physical guys. Can Tommy Stewart stretch the field and yet stay close enough to the midfield so he can combine?
And let's get to our UC Davis Children's injury report, a name we've seen too often on this report this year. Gilberto out with that left knee, might be gone for the season. And as we take it down, let's head down to Morgan Reagan, who talks about the transition from this team from Preki to Coach Buckle.
Yeah, I was able to talk to Tommy Stewart before the match about adjusting to a new coach and training under Coach Buckle the last few weeks, and he talked about how the team really just feels like a team right now, and they're putting their minds forward and trying to win something. He also says that having a new coach, everyone is stepping up and not just taking their place for granted. Guys?
All right, thanks so much for that, Morgan. Indeed, Paul Buckle has this club, came out with a bang, Kevin, beating Sunderland 1-0 EPL club. Played pretty well against Newcastle as well. I think these guys, they're calm and they seem to be ready to play, and we'll see the difference in slight tweaks we go here in this first USL matchup. The supporters from the Republic Tower Bridge Battalion up and standing ready to go as Sacramento will don the white and cherry red kits here this evening. Meanwhile, Seattle, and of course that emerald green and blue kits for the visitors, who will head to the north end of the field. Meanwhile, Sacramento will head to the south end. A slight breeze coming off the river just toward the north end of Bonnie Field here in the capital of California. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. We appreciate you joining us for a beautiful evening in Sacramento. 36 points. They stand at the top of the Western table. Seattle looking to knock off the champs for the second time this season. It's 1-1 on the year. Sacramento doing damage in that matchup earlier in May. 3-0 win, Kevin. It'd be nice to see a repeat of that. Would mean 3 points and right back in that top three.
We've been talking about points and how important they're going to be moving forward. Tonight's a big chance and a big opportunity for the Republic, with this being Paul Buckle's first match as well. Get off on the right foot and really hit August and September with the force and try to get as many points out as they can as playoffs are coming fast approaching, Rob.
So Paul Buckle in his first matchup in USL play now went 1-1 in the friendlies against the Premiership. But here, a different story tonight for this club as they're looking to pick up points, and it can be fun, but it'll be a lot more fun if you pick up a victory. As Sacramento, as you know, Kevin, cannot afford to be chasing points in the later months here. They didn't do that a season ago. A big reason why they were able to make their way to the championship run. And a no-call foul here coming the other way, making a strong run is Aaron Kovar, so key for the Seattle squad. Daly looking to step up and cut it off. Vukovic will come up. So the attack will be a little bit different from Sacramento. We saw attack very heavy for Sacramento. We may see a little less of that under Paul Buckle.
Yeah, you know, right now it's going to be, it's almost yet to be seen for me. I don't know how they're going to come out. It's definitely a unique formation they have, which I do like. It's going to allow freedom for Tommy Stewart to go up front, but also the trio of Alvarez, Lopez, and Barrera in there to float and move around and be difficult to track and mark. Watch them try to find the gaps and find the spaces tonight.
Barrera not able to hold on. Mirkovic going down. So with Barrera in the lineup, that brings up 5 midfielders, and it drops back Mirkovic. And as you said, that 4-1-4-1 almost serves as Mirkovic, almost that windshield wiper, kind of cleaning that whole back of the field there.
Yeah, the pit bull back there, the Gattuso, I like to call him. He's essentially going to be the 5th defender. He doesn't roam that much, doesn't go forward that much, but he'll be the guy right in front of Daly and Vukovic as he sprays a good ball out wide to Tommy Stu here right now.
Here's Tommy Stewart deep into the attacking third, being picked up by Damian Lowe out on the right side. Pushed out, they'll settle things down, and with James Kippy as well, you've got a great set of left-footed attackers who can serve nice balls in. And here's Kippy's first chance across, looking deep. Rodrigo Lopez with a captain's armband, leading this club in goals scored, and again a great back heel. Emra Clemente gets into the middle of the park. A But step slow was Octavio Guzman, and back here comes Seattle looking for that counter. They run a 4-4-2, and Olak Anderson, who's played so well for this club, deep in the attacking third. Looking to take a turn and a shot, and he was not able to convert, but a good run by number 39.
What a great first touch right there to get it down and try to get a shot off. Does a really good job with that ball over the top. And now pay attention here for Vukovic and Daly. They're going to be dealing with these two young guys, Mansoure and Anderson. Really, really pacey players that have a lot of energy up top. So it's going to be a tough task all night for the two center backs for the Republic, Daly and Vukovic, to deal with those two guys.
Mansoure, just 18 years old. Anderson, 19 years old. The talent there, Kevin, I think really we're going to see experience versus athleticism probably in this matchup.
Yeah, athleticism all day up top for Seattle. Really, can they be disciplined enough to combine and play forward? Anderson does a great job, 4 goals. I think his strike rate this year is a goal per game, basically, which is phenomenal, really, for a forward. If you're doing that, there's no way you're not in the lineup. So tough task for these guys. Can they settle down? If myself as a center back, Rob, if I'm Daly and Vukovic, what I do early, hate to say it, but I give him a solid kick. Just to let him know that you're there. Nothing vicious, nothing over the top, but let him know that you're there, and let him know that it's going to be a tough physical night. And that's the best way, really, to deal with these young, talented, pacey guys up top. Let them know you're there early, Rob.
Mansoure's got some size as well, from Washington, raised in Sierra Leone. He was signed as a homegrown player just a season ago.
Good combination play there by Seattle.
Here's Frano. Frano going down low, and maybe last touch by Daly. And if that is the case, we'll have our first Cooney corner kick.
Yeah, good play there, working the ball through the Republic's midfield, finding good gaps, good spaces, earn a corner kick out of it. And this is where your blood starts going as a player out there. Right now, the first 5-10 minutes, this is the first chance. You know you're out for a battle. Everyone's got a lot of energy right now. Can you contain that? Be disciplined. Stay with your responsibility and make sure they're not winning the ball.
Aiming for the back post, headed. Cleared, still a chance for Seattle. Going right back towards the net! And a diving save and play. Patrick McLean right on his toes. A veteran play. Aaron Kovar with a great strike.
Yeah, good play. Poor clearance by the Republic initially, but a great little layoff right here to Kovar. Does a good job. Nice little quick swing on it. Doesn't do anything too fancy. Doesn't try to strike it hard. I'd love to see that. And McLean's there to make a really good save. Parries it away for another corner kick, but well done by McLean, being ready, being on his toes to see that and anticipate that going.
We've seen it so many times to the Republic, and they try to rear back and just power one through. That quick touch right there was a perfect shot.
The ball's coming back to you. Just take the pace of the ball coming back to you and use that to your advantage. It's a good job there by Kovar.
And swinger cleared by the Republic's Octavio Guzman. Alvarez looking for a teammate, scooping it up and clearing. Here comes Son Yang, who has played well, but it skirts out of play and a throw in for Sacramento.
I want to talk about this formation that Republic are coming out with, a 4-1-4-1. We keep saying those numbers. It really doesn't really mean too much at the end of the day, because there's always going to be a midfielder probably playing up high with Tommy Stewart. But really, if you're Barrera, Alvarez, or Lopez, I'd be thrilled if I'm one of those guys. It allows you all sorts of freedom to do what you want to do going forward, maybe even drift a little bit. But as long as Mirkovic is the key to that. If he's the one organizing and making sure responsibilities are picked up and attackers and midfielders are picked up on counterattacks, then you have that freedom. So all the midfield, and Mirkovic in my mind is the key, but the trio in there, I would love to be one of those guys playing it. You get a lot of freedom, a lot of ability to go forward and be creative.
There's no doubt the strong suit of this team is that midfield, and when you have guys who are so technically sound, you might as well get as most of them in the match that you can. And Paul Buckle's trying to attempt to do just that and pick up a win against the top club in the Western Conference here in the USL this season. First year for Sounders 2.
And all three of those guys, the trio of Alvarez, Barrera, and Lopez, all pretty similar players, Rob. I mean, Alvarez has played out wide, Roro's played out wide. Good job there by Mirkovic being the pit bulls, slowing things down again. But it's hard to keep those guys off the pitch. You got to put them on, and then when you're thinking about where people are going to be playing, there's just not enough positions on the field in the midfield for those guys to play in. But so I love what Buckle's done of really bringing back a forward and allowing one of the midfielders to kind of fill that spot in the lineup, but yet have a lot of responsibility. Great job by Barrera.
Here's Barrera moving forward, sends it over the top. Tommy Stewart giving chase. Tommy Stewart looking for some room. Tommy Stewart with a left foot. And a save by Charlie Lyon, the goalkeeper from St. Charles, Illinois. Great ball by Danny Barrera, and another look at it.
That's a fantastic ball right here. Great win, gets stuck in the midfield. Sanyang outside of the left foot, bending away, perfect weight on it. Tommy Stewart does a really good job, finds a little space. All he needs is a little space. That's what I love about Tommy Stewart. He finds a little gap, a little window, he's able to get a shot off, finds target, forces Lyon to make a good save. Corner kick ensues here for the Republic.
It'll be Rodrigo Lopez to take the corner, looking for the back post. Punched up high, still in play, dangerous area for Seattle. Sent out wide, Alvarez with a nice touch on it, another cross. A little heavy on the ball. Octavio Guzman has time to track it down and is looking to make a move inside and cleared up and kept in play. Mirkovic.
Not the best effort there by Roro on either of those crosses. Great ball.
Looking for Tommy Stewart again from Northern Ireland.
A little bit more weight on that ball from Clemente. I think it's going to be a real issue for Seattle. We had a great view of it curling in behind the defense as Seattle's breaking here.
Here's Anderson trying to get it to Mansouré, a little too hard. Back on the counter for the Republic.
Tommy Stewart is just toeing the line right now, looking for balls over the top. I love that about him. He's always on his toes, always thinking, and makes really, really good runs, effective runs that stretch out defenses. Another good ball by Lopez, spraying it out wide.
Tommy Stewart with 13 goals a season ago, just 3 here in USL play. Started on the year off that first 11 and really didn't get a lot of time because of a foot injury, trying to work his way back in. I think he's earned it, and Paul Buckle likes number 10 out there on the pitch.
Tommy Stewart, he's good on the ball. The best thing, I think his biggest asset is his ability to make good runs. I think he does a great job. He stretches the field. We've talked about it so many times, Rob, how well he stretches the field. But for being not the most athletic guy, I hate to say that about him because he really is athletic. But when you start talking about today's game and the type of forwards we're seeing, especially what Seattle has right now, he's able to hold his own and figures out what he needs to do to hold the ball up or make good runs. But he figures out a way. It's a guy that just, put him on the pitch. He's going to find a way to get shots off, and does it time and time again.
So Seattle here trying to pick up 3 points on the road where they have struggled this season. 2-5-3, but they're 9-1 at home. Here's a ball through to Aaron Kovar. Kovar can't catch up to it, and Sacramento will have a throw-in deep into their own territory. With Kovar with 1 goal, 4 assists on the season. Another homegrown player for Seattle. You might see him up with first club very soon. Shielding there, and Tommy Stewart. And let's head on down to Morgan Reagan, who checking on Sergio Mota, who made some national news for kicking an LA Galaxy 2 player in the groin. And I think Morgan has an update for us. Morgan, Sergio Mota, what's the latest on him? Doesn't think we'll see him on the pitch here tonight as well.
Yeah, he is not in the lineup once again because, he's serving his 2nd suspension this season for violent misconduct. And we can only hope that he can control himself a little better and not be in this situation again. Guys.
Thanks so much as Alvarez takes a shot on goal. There's that combination play, Barrera and Alvarez again.
Love seeing that, and love seeing Alvarez on this right side coming onto his stronger left foot, able to get a shot on target. Not the best, the cleanest strike you'll see, but does a good job. Just a little deke there, just kind of dips his shoulder a little bit, finds the little gap, the little space that he needs to get a shot on target. And that's the other thing that I like seeing right now is things are on target, Rob. You've been for the last 2 months. Seattle's going forward here.
There's Anderson off to the left side. Here's Kovar. Kovar again cannot hang on, but we've seen Sam Garza start things out of the midfield again, looking for Anderson over the top. Mansouré really trying to bully his way to the midfield. Kevin, we look at, here's a giveaway. Right back comes Seattle. When we look at this formation and the change with Paul Buckle, what does it mean for Rodrigo Lopez? Because now instead of out playing wide, he's really sucking back in. Is that much of a difference in what we've seen?
It's definitely different. I think the playing out wide, he's able to kind of sneak himself into the middle of the park and come in kind of unnoticed when he was playing out wide. But now with the role right now with the 3 guys in the middle, where I think if you're a midfielder or a back four, trying to keep track of these guys is going to be really, really tough. So Roro should still be able to find enough space It's a great run by Alvarez.
Here's Alvarez. Is he onside? Easy pickup for Charlie Lyon.
That's the other thing that this allows. It allows for these deep delayed runs by your midfield as Tommy Stu stretching the field on the other side. Leaves a big gap, a big hole in behind him, as we saw Alvarez exploit really, really well there. Just a little bit too heavy on the ball. But that's another thing that playing this formation allows. It's these late darting runs from your midfielders.
Well, talking with Max Alvarez during training the other day, is Tommy Stewart looking to make a run, volleys it down back to himself. I asked Max, I said, how's the transition been? I mean, are you worried about guys trying to do too much or something that they're out of their comfort zone? He said, you know what, this team, it's a core that's known each other pretty well now. We've been playing together for almost 2 years. He said, we know how we play, we know how we're supposed to play, we know how to win. And I think that speaks a lot to this team, is that, they're going to listen, whoever the manager happens to be, but they know how to play, and I think they know how to win. A lot of teams can't really claim that, I don't think, Kevin.
Yeah, and Morgan even touched on it in the beginning of the game here about when you have this new coach and new manager come in, a lot of players try to do too much, try to impress too many people, take too many touches in training, try to do something different that they typically don't do. It's a poor giveaway by Roro. But the team, I think, in the club's confident enough.
As here comes Octavio Guzman. He'll slow it up, send it out wide to the left back, James Kiffey. Keeps it along the touchline, sends a good ball in. Octavio Guzman, the target. Defended away.
Great ball by Kiffey. Good job by Vukovic winning it there, finding Mirkovic. But going back, I think the guys in the club, they're established, and you got a couple of veteran guys out there that kind of prevent that. And I think it also goes to Paul Buckle.
There's Clementa. Sends one down a little to the ground. Just a little too heavy for Max Alvarez, and a good scoring opportunity for Sacramento blown again.
So I think it's just kind of kudos to Paul Buckle and his style of coaching, his style of managing, coming in, I think kind of, putting the reins on the players. And you really had 2 weeks of training to build up to this point with a couple games sprinkled in there, some friendlies. But it's been great to see how the club's reacted to this new manager coming in, because sometimes, I said it, I'll say it again, it's just sometimes everyone tries to force some things. But the club looks really relaxed right now, and that's a great word to use when you're describing a team. If they're relaxed, they're calm and comfortable, and I think it you can shake off all the rust and the poor finishing over the last couple of months. But when you're relaxed, I think that's what we're seeing right now, a relaxed, happy club that's playing well and enjoying their football.
Here's Mansoray in the middle of the park. The biggest player on the club out here tonight is for Seattle. He will act as a force. Interesting to see also Damian Lowe, the right back, coming up and getting into the action, but staying more of in the midfield, where we have Frano, who will stay out wide on this left side. And as you're looking to go against someone like the Sacramento Republic, you've got a different game plan a little bit here, as Max Alvarez looking to turn. And this is a little bit of a different club, and as Seattle is going to try to push it up. Here's Sam Garza showing some pace. He's got Anderson to his left, trying to make a cut to the right, and Nemanja Vukovic able to cut him off.
Yeah, Vukovic, great job, slows it down. You see Mirkovic even pulling and grabbing. But a good job by Vukovic slowing it down. Seattle does a good job, retains possession. Seattle's back on the attack right now.
Back comes Sacramento. It's currently in 5th place in the Western table here. 6 points behind Seattle. Rodrigo Lopez needs to get back into action here. They've got a lot of weapons here, but he is the engine that has made this club truly run throughout the season. And when you talk Danny Barrera, Lopez, and Alvarez, all very good players, but can they play together, Kevin? We saw a little bit of combinations regarding, the games against Newcastle, of course, Sunderland. How are they going to fit together? Will these pieces come together quickly, or will it take time? That's the big question.
Hopefully, I think they throw a great ball over the top.
Here's another good run. Mickey Daly trying to beat Anderson to it, just gets a step on the 19-year-old for St. Vincent.
Anderson showed his pace there. Daly was up to the task, though. Read it a little bit early, got a quicker jump on it. Big kick there.
Going high. No foul called. Our referee tonight, I've not been able to tell you, is Vincent Apple Chiarella. Christopher Elliott, Eric Earnhardt, and Michael Zapata, the assistant referees here tonight at Bonnie Field. No score. Here's nearly 17 minutes gone by. Great switch over the top to Mansoray. Mansoray working into the penalty area. Mansoray comes up strong. A big shot on goal. Aaron Long not there. And now Tommy Stewart has a chance to push it the other way, and we'll get it back to the midfielder. Rodrigo Lopez from Barrera, back to Barrera. To the right side here is Alvarez. Barrera trying to slow it down, a little tricky move to the middle of the park, and back come the Republic.
Fantastic job by Barrera there, kind of making something out of nothing. He's got no one making a move for him, no one showing for him, still able to find Lopez.
And there's the triangle.
Got the trio right there, working it down the right side.
The kid from Napa Valley turning it corner, taken down, will not get a whistle.
Good defending there.
And back comes Ivan Mirkovic, who has to be careful tonight. One more yellow, he will be out for 2 games.
See, he's got to be careful. This is another key when we're talking about this 4-1, 4-1. Mirkovic is the one, when you have all your midfielders going forward and attacking with the 3 guys that are really attacking minded of Alvarez, Lopez, and Barrera, as well as Octavio for that matter, they all like to go forward. So Mirkovic has to be the glue that brings puzzle pieces back, brings players back, has their responsibility. So big responsibility for Mirkovic tonight.
Well, follow UC Davis Children's Hospital for the latest news, events, photos, and health tips for your family. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. UC Davis Children.
I'm sure Buckle's leaning heavily on Mirkovic to do that job, play that role. Mirkovic says he's up to the task, but it's a big task tonight because you got a lot of players that like to run free, Barrera being one of them. Roro's been way more disciplined this year. Alvarez sometimes can get lost a little bit, so it's a big task. Mirkovic has to be the guy barking orders. He's got to be the one yelling at his players, especially the midfielders, letting them know when to get back, when to go, and who their mark, who their responsibility is.
Well, when Rodrigo Lopez and Justin Braun, your typical 2 captains for Sacramento, was out against Sunderland, the armband was given to Ivan Mirkovic, and says a lot about Paul Buckle trusting his midfielder and defensive-minded midfielder at that, really to control it and really get some time as the guy out on the pitch.
In my mind, that's one of the most important positions on the field of any formation, is your holding midfielder. He's that, you know, the anchor that holds that back 4 together, and as well can kind of tie in the midfield and the front 2 even. But maybe Mirkovic, by the end of the night, if he can't talk and he's hoarse, then he's done a good job. He needs to be shouting, he needs to be communicating all game tonight.
Mickey Daly and Emmanuel Vukovic undoubtedly have their hands full with Victor Mansoure and Olax Anderson. Anderson has been all over the pitch tonight. His 10th appearance, 4 goals on the season. He is a guy who's coming to this club as a prolific scorer, one that they know has a lot of talent. They've got some pretty great forwards on the first team with Clem Dempsey and Obafemi Martins. Look at this through ball, looking for Octavio Guzman, Charlie Lyon, Ely scoop up. And again, Charlie Lyon has had a couple of easy picks, but I like where Sacramento, they're moving forward, Kevin.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe even see this ball, maybe forced a little bit. Roro is out on the left, wide open, right on the corner of the 18-yard box. Maybe forced a little bit, but still can't complain, can't fault the guy for trying to find a late darting midfield run.
Have you visited the new USLsoccer.com? Get the latest news and live stats. Check out the new social media hub as well. USL expanding this season. One of those new teams is the S2. Here's Tommy Stewart taking it off the chest, trying to move it forward, possibly looking for a corner. Damian Lowe defending well tonight. He has been able to pick up Tommy Stewart on a few occasions. Kingsington, Jamaica, drafted 8th overall by Seattle, so a player that they expect to be in that back 4 sometime soon. And I think he's got the size and he's shown the pace already. Now he's starting to learn the game at this level.
And that's a good run by Tommy Stewart again. Even though we don't retain possession, don't get a cross off or anything, but still, we kind of shift everyone up into that final third, into the attacking third by Tommy Stewart getting on top, getting on the end of the ball and fighting to try to keep it.
Here's Mansoure showing pace to the left side. Kovar into the penalty area, working his way, looking left, hits into a brick wall of Mickey Daly. We've seen that time and time again, and Mickey Daly stands his ground and likely saved a ball from heading to the face of the net. And Patrick McLean not having to make a play.
And that's risky business. I see Mickey Daly sizing up Kovar there, and you see him kind of almost slow his step down, slow his feet down, and looked like he was going to dive in. As soon as he did that, I was holding my breath thinking that's a perfect recipe for a penalty. But you know what? Daly does a great job, is able to time it perfectly. Typically in those situations, I want to see my back 4, my defenders. Good opportunity here for Octavio.
Here's Tabo working near the byline. Defensively, Seattle has hunkered down.
But I want to see maybe Daly work his feet a little bit better, move his feet, don't dive in.
Looking to go inside.
Barrera with a header. Back from Clementa, looking for Roro.
Tell you what, for Barrera being as little as he is, he's not afraid to get mixed up in 50-50 balls up in the air. Love seeing that from a little guy.
Also, what we're seeing from Seattle tonight, each time a ball is either sent into the box or out wide, they are sending it over the top, and they're trying to make something happen. Here's a good look at play inside the box.
You see Daly there. He actually engages Kovar, takes a step towards him. Very, very risky as a center back, especially in your own box. You're just setting yourself up to get skinned. And here's Tommy Stewart. That's timed really well. I don't know about that, Rob.
And he's going to be called offside. But we've seen Seattle do that very similar thing, Kevin. Oleg Anderson trying to make those runs. And we've seen him come out of the box, whether it be the goalkeeper, Charlie Line, or Damian Lowe, or even Oxford. They're trying to find Oleg's out on the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, I think Tommy times it really, really well. We might not get the clearest look right now. But love seeing Barrera. Great little ball there. As I think it's Oxford who drifted a little bit back and held Tommy Stewart on. Linesman raised his flag nonetheless.
Jimmy Oxford, his 10th appearance on the season for the Seattle Sounders 2, I should say, from Yardley, Pennsylvania. Back in the second round a season ago.
All done by Daly. Smart.
Goal kick coming up for Sacramento.
Savviness right there. Doesn't need to go up and win it. Knows where he's out on the pitch.
Mickey Daly from Sonoma, California. Anderson applying pressure on McLean. And now Zam Garza getting into the action.
Well done by the back four, working that across the back in the face of their goal. So finding some space. That's the calmness you see. No one's panicking.
And there was a lot of that against Los Angeles, and the worst defeat here at Bonniefield, a 4-0 defeat to the Galaxy 2, and a team that had so much success again. Quite a shocking match in Precky's final game. And we saw just a different team come out against Sunderland and Newcastle, and it was this calmness you've talked about. And it's showing here tonight.
I know, and sometimes it could go either way when new managers. Poor giveaway here.
Give up. Here's Mansoret.
Slow it down.
Mansoret looking for Anderson. Stepping up as Daly. Daly will try to get something good to push. Looking for Tommy Stewart. Going to bend this one around. Here's Max Alvarez colliding with Tommy Stewart. Just outside defensively again. It is Jimmy Oxford.
How does Oxford come away with that? Both Alvarez and Tommy Stewart had a line on that ball. Oxford comes away for the better. Great tackle. That's the Mirkovic coming in hard.
Ivan Mirkovic so critical to the right side. Here's Alvarez. Has Lopez to his right. Looking for Lopez. Just a little too heavy. But Kevin, looks like you like that combination play. You had Tommy Stewart hanging out wide as well. A good chance for Sacramento to put one in the net.
Yeah, you might see a little frustration here by Roro. Doesn't need to be frustrated. It's still a good look. It's a tough ball to time that and weight it perfectly. Just a little bit heavy. Good look, good effort by Alvarez there.
Good step up here. Emra Clementa does not have numbers. Showing some trickery outside.
Well done. Great patience. I love seeing that as well. Now he needs to get back as Kiffy's going to be going up. Or Mirkovic needs to be shouting. We got 3 in the back right now.
Now he'll track back, send it out wide. James Kiffy will release. Roro out wide. He comes in, and so Roro will go back out. A little quick tap looking for Clementa. Alvarez trying to put back on the pressure as Seattle looking to counter.
Yeah, a little too cute there, Rob. I'd like to see a little bit more ball on the ground. But you know what? I mean, I guess in the first 25 minutes here, I think Republic have looked really good going forward. Some creativity, both sides. Also, I think Tommy Stewart's been engaged with that midfield. Needs to do a little bit more linking up. I would love to see him combine a little bit better with our midfield trio. And I hate to leave Octavio out of that. But Octavio being on the outside, I think you'll see him out there consistently. But you'll definitely see the trio kind of circulate throughout the rest of the midfield positions.
Looking for Anderson. Daly, one-on-one. Anderson holding it down low. Down to Kovar. Kovar with a low cross. Dangerous play near the goal box.
I'm really liking Kovar out here. Great little technique. Puts a good ball in the box. Don't know if it's a corner kick, but it's awarded nonetheless.
But Anderson's pace showing how troublesome it can be for this Republic back four.
Anderson does a really good job. Gets that ball, finds Kovar out wide, fights and battles. Good weight on that pass. Great first touch. And just behind Daly, that's a perfect spot that Kovar's going to want to put that ball in.
And Vukovic slid over just in time to alter the shot enough. Deep into the area. Turning on it is Jimmy Oxford. So comes all the way from the center back position. And that is the 4th corner for Seattle tonight, as they have won this battle. Set pieces were key for Sacramento, and this young club here can do a lot of wonders for a team that is trying to remain atop of the standings in their very first year in the USL.
I mean, it's amazing how fortunate the Republic are with the quality that they have on top of the ball for set pieces. Something fans, I think, shouldn't take for granted and really pay attention to and really appreciate as Kovar's on the ball here for Seattle with an in-swinger.
Kovar sends a decent ball in. Vukovic able to clear.
That's a risky clearance, Rob, right across the face of your own goal, but Republic are doing a good enough job to get it out.
Here's Alvarez showing pressure. Now the team's got to come and follow Charlie Line.
There is
not able to handle it. Mirkovic coming to pressure. Here comes Danny Barrera in just the time.
Just a step late, Rob, but a great job. Great tracking there by Alvarez. And who is it again? Mirkovic busting his butt, getting up there, making it difficult. Would like to see maybe just 2 steps ahead of him. And as well, Barrera out here on the right, getting himself involved. When you see your guy like Alvarez really start hustling to get forward and track a ball down and chase a goalkeeper down, all you want to see is your guys coming up with you. You don't want to be left on an island, and I think the Republic did a good job. They were just a little bit late.
Here's Clementa. He's going to look for a bender into the foot of Max Alvarez, looking for a handball. Will not get it. Sanyang able to get back just in time to
great ball by
Alvarez off his
That's
mark.
a great ball by Clementa. See how difficult it is for their back four to deal with. And you got a ball behind you, and you're chasing it down, trying to clear it, trying to bring it down. And you're probably between 2 minds. You got someone on your hip, but a good place for that ball to be sent in by Clementa.
A little bit of a different attack from Sacramento. We have not seen that. And Clementa misplays it. Kovar with a good look, works his way into the area. And Daly, and this could be a foul, and it is in the box. We have a penalty kick coming up for Seattle, as a foul is called on Mickey Daly. You said it before, Kevin. He got caught up in his own spokes, and there is a whistle blown. And
that's exactly what we just talked about, in the exact same position. I think it might have been Kovar again. He's getting another good look at it. Daly's got to work his feet. There's no need to dive in. See him engage there? I think Kovar goes down a little soft, but there's contact. There's nothing that Daly could do here to deny this. He's got to work his feet better. You can't dive in that close to your own goal. All you do is you work your feet and you shuffle him out towards the end line and hope for the best and hope he turns around. But you cannot dive in those situations. He got lucky the first time and is absolutely penalized here and caught out with a penalty being awarded here.
And it looks like it will be Aaron Kovar to take the penalty kick against Patrick McLean.
Kovar earns it. Kovar wants to take it.
The left-footed Kovar strikes one, and he missed it! He missed it wide left. The crowd loves it here at Bonnie Field, and we remain scoreless after a half hour gone by in Sacramento.
I tell you what, the battalion had something to do with that, Rob. Kovar staring at a wall of people, has made a good look. He's got McLean going the opposite way. It's a great look right here. He's got the whole goal to hit, just pushes it just a little bit wide. Clearly, you don't want to miss frame on a penalty, but I think the battalion had something to do with that, Robbie. Staring at the wall of fans. Sacramento proud right there. What a great job by the battalion.
Great footwork. Tommy Stewart in the middle of the park here. And as a left-footed striker, McLean probably playing the odds. Here is Emra Clementa in the middle, looking toward the middle of the park, and getting back was Amadou Sanyang, who again tonight, the midfielder, has come back in a defensive position. And now there is a couple of words being exchanged between Mansoure and Nemanja Vukovic. And Mansoure is not backing down, and neither is number 12.
It's off the ball with Mirkovic, I think, actually.
So number 18 getting in the mix. And so the youngster, did something happen off the ball that we were not able to see, Kev?
Off the ball, there was a collision between the two of them. Mirkovic was down on the ground as soon as I looked up.
So we're trying to see if we had an angle from that from one of our cameras, and we'll show it to you if we were able to get that. And Ivan Mirkovic now trying to explain to Apple Chiarella, the referee here tonight, exactly what went place here on that attacking play by Sacramento. And here's just a part of it, maybe an elbow thrown. Let's see if we get a look at it. And so he went down, and Mirkovic goes up, and I think we may have had something. Here is a corner kick. Too strong and heavy, and that we talked about getting it over the first guy, but there's really still no chance. And Rodrigo Lopez telling Max Alvarez, you had a short corner opportunity, probably with number 5 and number 8 being Barrera and Lopez right there.
So going back to that Mirkovic little scuffle there, that's looks like Mansouri goes down a little bit too easy, looking for a call. Mirkovic, being the pit bull that he is, doesn't like it, doesn't take appreciation to it, and probably gets up over him and is letting him know his true feelings on the subject. And Mansouri probably didn't take too kindly to that either.
3 matches remain in August as SRFC close out the season on its run to the playoffs. For a complete schedule tickets, visit sacrepublic.com. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, and on the sideline, Morgan Reagan. I'm Rob McAllister here tonight. No score between Seattle and Sacramento. Great USL matchup. Public looking to add 3 points, as are the visitors from the Northwest, who hope to remain atop of the table in the Western Conference, currently with 36. Sacramento has 30. And as a club for Seattle, they are in lockstep with Los Angeles, who's played very well this season. Again, Kurt Adolfo has his team running on all cylinders. Here's Octavio Guzman shuffling to the right.
Have a go there. You're on your right foot, want to see you smash it.
Here's Emre Clementa.
Good ball
looking
in
for
by
Alvarez.
Good ball in by Emre again, but that's Octavio. I mean, you're on top of the 18-yard box. Ball's bouncing a little bit, I know, but still, want to see you have a crack.
Looking for Anderson again over the top. You're seeing Mirkovic and Daly nearly collapse, almost a double team on number 39 tonight.
Which you never want to have happen. You want one guy going up for the ball, one guy covering. You always have to have your cover. So that's the organization, the communication that the two of those guys, Daly and Vukovic, need to have. You never should both be going up for the same ball in the air. One up, one cover every single time.
Seattle not afraid. Tommy Stewart, offside. He was calling that before the break even started.
The linesman looks a little bit antsy, a little flag happy, as I'm going to call it. Tommy Stewart doesn't agree with it, and I trust Tommy Stewart in that situation. He's looking clear across the line, sees the back four, sees Frano out here on the left side, would have a really good look, and I think the one earlier that Tommy Stewart was called off on might have been debatable for sure.
Good tracking back by Octavio Guzman. Able to steal the possession here. Mirkovic in the middle of that park, the 4-1 setup for Sacramento tonight. A little bit different what we've seen, but we've seen Ivan Mirkovic step back multiple times. We just have not seen really a match without 2 strikers up top, whether it be Estrada, Iwasa, or a Justin Braun. Good ball here from Tommy Stewart, looking for Clementa. And again, Ockford able to step in through and get out of play.
We haven't even talked about Clementa and how much Clementa attacks. So that's just another thought for Mirkovic on how he's going to deal with Kiffy on the other side. So whenever Clementa's going up the right flank, he has to have cover on the backside, and that's James Kiffy. So James Kiffy needs to stay home probably more than he should tonight.
Here's Rodrigo Lopez dumping it off to Clementa. Clementa near the byline. Clementa gives a good look into the face of the goal box, but not able to find a teammate. And Mirkovic stepping up again. Mansouri staying strong. Lopez was in the area, but not able to get a foot on it. Anderson able to knock it down. On the run went Kovar, and Seattle not able to continue the attack. Rodrigo Lopez now in the middle of the park. He's going to skirt it through to Tommy Stewart. Tommy Stewart will take a shot on goal! Tommy Stewart with number 4, and Sacramento has taken a 1-0 advantage over the Western leading Sounders 2.
Everything about that, Rob, was fantastic. You got exactly what we talked about. Can Tommy Stewart link up with the midfield? He does. Makes a great run, stretches the field. He does. Finds a half chance, turns it into a full chance with a great shot across the face of Lions goal with a great finish. Look at Lopez, just get his head up right there, finds him. Great weight. Tommy Stewart, this is a half chance, Rob. He's outside the 18, way outside the 6-yard box as well. Finds that far post perfectly. What a finish, what a play right there. Tommy Stewart, that's invaluable. That's what we've been missing. The Republic have been missing those chances. You know, the half chance turned into a full chance. We've got full chances actually go backwards, going to a half chance. Great finish.
A different attack. Last year, it was set pieces, spray it out wide. Tonight, we are seeing something different from this Republic team, and we're seeing balls sent through the middle of the park, and it ends up in scoring opportunities like that. It's 1-0. That ball coming in the 37th minute here at Bonnie Field.
I might be taking a little bit too liberal term with the half chance to full chance, but I mean, that's not that. I mean, the percentage chance of that going on or going on target's very low. And to have that sort of asset on your team that could turn those chances into full chances is invaluable, Rob. It's such a big, big thing to have. And Tommy Stewart's that guy. Nobody for the Republic's been able to do that this year at all, besides minus Lopez, give or take a few games. So having that, I love seeing Tommy Stewart get himself involved, getting on the score sheet tonight.
Seattle looking to come right back at it, but Tommy Stewart with his 4th here in USL play. And for number 8, that is his 4th assist on the season.
And a pretty evenly fought game so far. We got a penalty obviously missed by Seattle, but Republic able to capitalize, taking that chance. And I think that's the shot in the arm the Republic really have been needing for a while. I mean, more than a couple of weeks. I'm talking a couple months where they've just been struggling in that final third. And this first 35, 40 minutes has been pretty good so far. We've got a couple chances on target, a couple, poor plays up top. But, that's what you need. That's the first half. That could be a confidence builder completely that you can just roll off, snowball off of here moving forward in the next half and then on.
Well, last 3 matches in USL play running into this one, 0-1-2 for Sacramento. At the feet of Mansoure. Mansoure out to the left side. Here's Frano. Frano back to Kovar. Kovar will send a cross in. And a play from Patrick McLean.
Kovar's got a crafty left foot. I love seeing that out wide. Just that paintbrush stroke with your left foot, put a little bend on it.
And Tavo.
Reminds me of Brad Davis. Brad Davis for Houston and with the national team. Brad's got one of the best left foots I've ever seen in my life. And this is very eerily similar. Kovar, just a great touch there. McLean coming out. But just the technique.
I think if Sam Garza goes up there, he's got a good head on it.
Kovar's technique with that left foot is something to watch. Pay attention to that and enjoy it because it's a pretty thing to watch if you're a fan of the technical side of things.
21 days have gone by from the Republic's last USL match, and that was against Los Angeles. A much different look here tonight, although the possession was won by Sacramento. Easy 4-0 victory for Los Angeles. Kovar working his way all around the pitch tonight, leaving Sam Garza wide open on the right side. James Kiffey going to have to track. He's giving him too much space here, Kevin. Working him into the area with his left foot. Dink one over the top. Dangerous play. Still in play. Mickey Daly has to go and kick one up high and clear it away.
So that's the opposite of what we saw with Daly. We've seen a little bit too much space given. I think that was Barrera or maybe Kiffey out there. Too much space given to Sam Garza. And allows him to serve a ball in the box. You need to be a little bit tighter. So there's that fine line. You can't be too far back, but you can't be too close, Rob. You got to find that sweet spot for yourself and be a little bit more effective defending there. I'd like to see from Kiffey.
Well, Patrick McLean, now 2 possessions in a row for Seattle, has had to deal with an attack that has gotten very close. Trying to even this one up. A good throw in. Finds the head of Guzman. A quick touch to the right side from Sanyang. Pushing forward, Seattle. And now Sacramento continues on the run. And here they go. Ivan Mirkovic looking for Tommy Stewart, looking to make it 2. Tommy Stewart off the hands, and Charlie Lyon comes up with a big stop as Ashani Faircloth could not get back in time. And the big number 77 working back along with Lowe.
Mirkovic pushing forward. Tommy Stewart, great little touch. Strikes it well with his left foot. Unfortunately, just right at Charlie Lyon there. But finding target, good strike, got his knee over the ball, followed on target. Tommy Stewart did. Good effort in that situation. That's kind of all you really ask your striker to do. Maybe find a corner if you're being really picky in particular.
Good step
Great
over.
play.
Good crap. Here's Max Alvarez. Alvarez looking for a rebound was Tommy Stewart. Could not find one.
Oh, that's just unfortunate not to get that thing. And that was just a beautiful little combination play right on top of the box between the trio, Rob. Doing a good job combining.
They're getting stronger as this match goes along. A 1-0 advantage for Sacramento.
You don't want these guys to get confident, Rob, if you're Seattle. Once these guys start gaining this confidence and that little swagger up top in that final third, I mean, they have the technical ability to do so. And once they get that confidence, it's just, you're going to be dead.
Cabo circling around. Here's Rodrigo Lopez. Lopez right through, finding Tommy Stewart, who's back to Barrera. Barrera trying to chip one up over the top. And last touch by Sacramento. It'll be a goal kick.
Get a look at this last play coming on Alvarez's right foot. It's weaker right foot. Good save there by Lyon.
He got a thumb on it. Charlie Lyon, 1.62 goals against average this season.
And we just saw the combination play again. Tommy Stu is linking up right there. Finds Barrera on the top of the box. Barrera just can't get a good foot. A solid strike on the back of the ball there.
Well, Nike, proud partner of the USL. Follow at Nike Soccer on Twitter for all the latest Nike Soccer information. Rodrigo Lopez settling things down. An assist tonight to Tommy Stewart. Crowd getting into it. They've been needing to something to cheer about here at home.
Well defended by Clementa.
Tommy Stewart. The crowd getting into it below us here from the top of the booth. A great night in Sacramento. This town is ready for soccer. There is no doubt about it. Sam Garza able to take away the possession. Mansoure step up, but here's Mirkovic all the way up again. Even though he's playing that 4-1-4-1, he is not held back on that line.
Yeah, 2 poor giveaways there by Kiffy. Finds himself in some good positions.
Here's Kovar again.
Needs to do better there.
Kovar spraying across the other side of the field, able to step in time. And back comes Megdi Vukovic to McLean.
Well done by Vukovic. Keeps it simple, allows McLean to slow things down, relieves the pressure.
Sacramento 5-3-1 on the season here at Bonnie Field.
These guys are just so close, Rob. It's just little one-touch plays between them. They all know what they're going to be doing, which is great to see the anticipation of the midfielders right now.
So this series is at 1 apiece. They will play each other for the final time here tonight. Early on, it was the season opener, a 4-2 defeat at the hands of Seattle, who played very well at home at Starfire. And then Sacramento getting revenge with a 3-0 victory here at Bonnie Field in May. There's a Shawnee Fairclough not able to hang on. So Fairclough and Damian Lowe out on that right side, they've been tested by Tommy Stewart just as much as maybe Mickey Daly and Vukovic have been tested by Alec Anderson.
Fairclough, the pacey outside back, just a little heavy touch right there. Reminds me a bit of Marvell Wynn, actually.
Fairclough coming in a trade from Wilmington Hammerheads, made 32 appearances with the North Carolina club. USL first team a season ago. A very strong player, a good get for Seattle. Final moments here in the first half of play. Here's Max Alvarez, and they send it out.
Seattle's playing really, really high right now. You got both Tommy Stewart and Alvarez just towing, just waiting for the ball to be played over the top. In fact, I think that was offsides, but it wasn't called by the linesman.
We'll add a minute here of extra time in the first half of play. Mickey Daly stepping up, looking for Tommy Stewart. Goal by Tommy Stewart, the difference maker here tonight at Bonnie Field. We're going to discuss and go over a few of some of Sacramento's greatest all-time soccer players, and Morgan Reagan will have a nice feature on that coming up. And Max Alvarez just played a little wrong. I think he thought Tommy Stewart was making a run off to his right, and now we'll have a goal kick coming up for Charlie Lyon.
Yeah, Tommy Stewart, as soon as they made eye contact and Tommy Stewart peeled away for a cross, Alvarez thought he was going to do a little darting run on the ground right there, just on a different page. But don't worry about it. Keep fighting. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working so far. No need to get stressed and worried about that. Make sure we get out of this half the clean sheet, Rob. That's the most important thing.
And so the whistle blows, and that is it for the first 45 minutes of play here. The Republic lead by a goal, and it's from number 10, who is the starting nod as the lone striker here tonight for Sacramento, and a great pass coming. An assist from Rodrigo Lopez. We'll have more coming up at the break. Sacramento leads by a goal, 1-0 over Seattle.
Signature service, Bay 1.
At Jiffy Lube, we want you to have it all. Expertise and convenience. That's why with our range of services and our award-winning training program, you can be sure to find our expert technicians around almost every corner.
All good?
Sure is. See you next time.
Thank you.
Visit jiffylube.com for deals and locations around every corner. Jiffy Lube, leave worry behind.
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So hat-trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go, Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
At UC Davis, the lives we touch inspire us. One team, one choice. One UC Davis.
Welcome to the UC Davis Hospital halftime show. Republic FC is up 1-0 right now here at Bonnie Field. One look at this crowd behind me tells you how much Sacramento loves soccer. Let me tell you, Republic FC almost quadruples the league's average attendance and has sold out their regular season matches, every single regular season match this year. Further proof of our region's love of the beautiful game came during the Women's World Cup, where Sacramento was a top 10 market. Megan Rapinoe, who scored 2 goals in this year's World Cup, is from Reading and played for the Elk Grove Pride. Teammate Alex Morgan spent time in Sacramento playing for the California Storm. Also passing through the Storm's ranks was Brandi Chastain, who won 2 World Cups and 2 Olympic gold medals. Several Sacramento area natives are currently playing in MLS. Earthquakes forward Adam John was a star at Jesuit in Sacramento. He spent the majority of last season on loan to Republic FC. He's seen frequently in the city and at matches with his sister working in the club's front office. Jaleel Anibaba of Davis High School is a starter for Sporting Kansas City. He's a founder of local nonprofit Second Touch Soccer and partner with the club on holiday events. Also playing for Sporting KC, midfielder Amobi Akugo attended Rio Americano and Jesuit high schools. Ryan Hollingshead is a Granite Bay High School product who is a regular starter in his second year with FC Dallas. Also out of Granite Bay, midfielder Tommy Thompson was signed by the San Jose Earthquakes as the club's first homegrown player. He spent time on loan with Republic FC last season before a standout role with the U.S. men's national team's U20, an appearance in Wednesday's MLS homegrown match, scoring a goal. More than 20 former MLS players also call our region home. Modesto's Heath Pierce played 5 seasons in the MLS and 35 games for the men's national team. From Lodi, defender Patrick Ianni spent 9 seasons in MLS. He scored the MLS Goal of the Year in 2012. Sasha Victorine graduated from Rio Americano High School before recording 31 MLS goals. Bella Vista's Steve Cronin spent 8 years in MLS and won a championship with the Galaxy. A Christian Brothers product, our own Kevin Goldthwait recorded an assist in his professional debut. Kevin played 7 years in MLS. 3 of Sacramento Republic FC's current players come from right here in the Valley. Max Alvarez grew up in Napa and played for Sac State before going pro and being discovered at a Republic FC tryout. Goalkeeper Dom Jacobek is from Lodi and played at Chico State and Sacramento Gold. And Cameron Iwasa was a star at Jesuit High School before donning Old Glory Red. The Republic FC hope to cultivate even more homegrown talent. This spring, they launched a U.S. Soccer Academy.
And thank you so much for that, Morgan Reagan, as the Academy will get going, play on Tuesday. So we are well under our way. We talk a lot about some of the great players that have come through Sacramento, and a lot of them maybe have played and then have even moved on beyond that. One of them is Taylor Graham. We speak of Seattle. He's in the front office doing a great job right there. I mean, a guy who's really been an integral piece to some of their success behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes has been fantastic and really one of the most fearsome, ferocious defenders that I've ever played with and played against. So another great talent out of Sacramento, along with DJ Countess, another great goalie that was at the Bella Vista School at the same time as Steve Cronin. 2 world-class goalies, a great apart in Bella Vista as a 16, 17-year-old kid. Just great talent throughout Sacramento.
We had a great draft class here in 2015 as well. But I'm going to go back a few years. One of my all-time favorite goals happened in the Northwest, but it was not Seattle. It was in Portland, and a young man by the name of Kevin Goldthwait showing a cheeky little back heel right there. One of my favorite all-time goals.
Pretty good skill for a defender, I must say. What a night, what a day against the former club.
And you're going against New York. How was that feeling there? I mean, you see...
Just a cheeky back heel. That's all you can say about it.
Number 2, very excited. You didn't get a lot of those in your playing career, but how fun was that?
Not many, and the few that I did have, you don't remember anything afterwards. It was a blur. I don't remember any of that. I do remember looking up and seeing that, though. I took a quick mental snapshot. Just a great night and a great goal to score.
Well, I know so much fun it had to be in Portland. I know they're trying to do that here at the Tower Bridge Battalion and create a very similar scene here in the capital of California. It's 1-0, Sacramento on top here at the break against the Sounders 2. More coming up. We'll have your halftime stats just after the break.
Get the most mouthwatering experience at Flame & Fire Churrascaria Brazilian Steakhouse. Picanha top sirloin, lamb chops, pork ribs. Still hungry? Flip to green. Good for now? Flip to red. Flame & Fire Churrascaria Brazilian Steakhouse, Highway 65 in Pleasant Grove in Roseville.
This is gonna be fun. How do you start your day?
What is she doing?
Oh, there you go!
I won!
You are sizzling right now.
Please don't make me explain.
Oh, come on!
Hello.
What about me?
Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm the Tootsie-Nator.
Step into a Slim Jim.
The right place at the right time. Yeah, we'll just keep moving on, huh?
That's how we get it started. Watch Good Day. I'm so happy. And find your happy place.
It's all yours.
It's all ours.
We found the one.
Our piece of the dream.
Home sweet home.
Here to stay.
Permanent.
Rooted.
Residence.
Relocated. I've been relocated.
Packing up shop.
Headed out of Dodge.
Hitting the bricks.
Calling the bank.
A short-term world needs a long-term bank. For great rates and step-by-step guidance from one of the nation's top mortgage lenders, call on U.S. Bank.
Onward.
Upward.
Get the most mouthwatering experience at Flame & Fire Churrascaria Brazilian Steakhouse. Picanha top sirloin, lamb chops, pork ribs. Still hungry? Flip to green. Good for now? Flip to red. Flame & Fire Churrascaria Brazilian Steakhouse, Highway 65 in Pleasant Grove in Roseville.
We continue on with the UC Davis Children's Hospital halftime show. What a great first 45 it was here at Bonnie Field, and a great evening of soccer all around. And for Sacramento, we wanted to see how they would start off with Paul Buckle under the helm for the first time in USL play. And let's get to our NorCal Honda highlights here as we look at what the Sacramento Republic were able to do for style, performance, and value. Can't beat Honda. See your Northern California Honda dealer today. Kevin, early on, Patrick McLean was tested early, and then Danny Barrera coming strong. A great run from Tommy Stewart and the like.
Yeah, great little touch on that pass from Barrera to Tommy Stewart. Finds target. Good start for the Republic. And going back to that McLean save, McLean does a great job keeping the club, keeping his team in the match with that save in the first 5 minutes. But good stretch here. Well done by the Republic, putting pressure on him, making it difficult.
And here's the penalty kick. Tower Bridge Battalion screaming. And Kovar just could not find that inner post and sent it wide in Sacramento, and Seattle remains scoreless. Rodrigo Lopez doing what he does best, serving balls, and finishing is Tommy Stewart.
Yeah, great run by Tommy Stewart. We talked about it. Can he link up with the midfield? He does a great job there with a great finish. And another great little combination play in the middle of the park between our trio. And a great effort there. Good save by Lyon.
Well, we know how much that trio has been impactful in this one. Let's look at the halftime stats brought to you by UC Davis Children's Hospital. Shots on goal favoring the Republic right now. Corner kicks, however, Seattle has owned the set pieces, and so they've had some good chances. And even with the penalty kick, this easily could be all tied up at one apiece.
Yeah, very evenly fought match in the first 45 minutes in my mind, but you know what? I think the Republic did a really good job, slowed things down, we're relaxed, we're compact, made it tough for Seattle to get through them, and at the end of the day, 1-0 at halftime, great first 45 for the Republic.
All right, Kevin, and what are you looking forward to here in the final? You want to see if this continues on in 10 seconds.
More of the same is what I want to see. Can they combine still and go forward, keep doing what they're doing?
Let's see what they can keep it going here at Bonnie Field. They lead by 1. Sacramento with a Tommy Stewart goal, and the fans are loving it. Can they continue the pace here on the CW 31?
You get it. You know the difference between throwing some style and throwing your money away. That's why NorCal gets Honda Accord. More power and luxury than Camry, and it costs less to own than a Subaru. And look at the gas mileage. 50 with curves like that? Crazy. It's why Car and Driver named Accord a 10 Best a record 29 times. So when your Northern California Honda dealer offers $189 a month on a new Accord, you know what to do. You get it.
Signature service, baby.
At Jiffy Lube, we want you to have it all. Expertise and convenience. That's why with our range of services and our award-winning training program, you can be sure to find our expert technicians around almost every corner.
All good?
Sure is. See you next time.
Thank you.
Visit jiffylube.com for deals and locations around every corner. Jiffy Lube, leave worry behind.
At UC Davis, the lives we touch inspire us. One team, one choice. One UC Davis.
Nice. Chevy's got 3 great deals to choose from this summer. Which works the best with your budget?
I'm drawn to the 0%.
$1,000 cash back. I've never ever thought about leasing a car until I saw that deal.
Which one's your favorite?
0%.
$1,000 always looks nice going in my pocket.
Sorry, I changed my
Now
mind.
let me tell you something that's super cool. You can choose any one of these deals on any of these cars.
Seriously?
It's gorgeous, man.
This is a nice car.
Oh, I like this stitching.
It's an easy choice. Find your tag and choose your deal for an extra summer bonus.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sweet.
Welcome back to Bonnie Field. Here's a look at tonight's Ball Kids, brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is a proud supporter of Sacramento Republic FC and dedicated to helping people reach their goals on and off the field. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with us today. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far. A close one here in the capital of California, as the fans are all joyous so far tonight, but we've got a couple of changes for Sacramento, and an interesting one at that is a little maybe less of a technical side, but adding a little bit of pace as Max Alvarez comes out and Joaquin Rivas in for Sacramento. Explain the change here and why Buckle's making a switch for 11 for number 25.
Another flashy, good attack-minded substitution here. You know, Rivas has been kind of stuck in behind Precky's mind for the last, 6 months since the start of the season. I think he's got really good quality on the ball. Look for him to be real aggressive, real fun to watch going forward. Probably just a little bit more pace than Alvarez, but still same sort of player that's going to be mixing in with that trio, trying to get himself involved in the attack early.
Looks like we have changes for Seattle as well, and as soon as we can get those squared up, we will give those to you as well. But the first half of play, let's grade the Republic, Kevin.
Grade-wise, I mean, it's a solid B+. I think what they were doing, they were real attractive going forward, doing what they wanted to do, and played well, played relaxed. There's probably a couple, maybe just combination plays where they couldn't get that final pass or maybe the wrong decision at the end. But still, that's solid. A great base, great foundation to build upon here with Paul Buckle's era going forward for the next 45 minutes and beyond, Rob.
Second half of play brought to you by Wells Fargo, and a change is the leading goal scorer for Seattle. Pablo Rossi now in 7 goals, 2 assists in now 21 appearances, and Duncan McCormick in for Aaron Kovar. I don't know about that substitution here, Kevin. I think Kovar was the MVP for Seattle in that first 45.
I thought Kovar was really effective out on that side, on his left side, Seattle's left side. But also going back to Rossi, I mean, there's definitely no drop in play, bringing him in.
And then also you have Nick Miele, who has been very strong for this club. He will come in as one of the back four as Fairclough comes out. So you have Frano, Miele, Lyon. Fairclough still in. So Frano, Miele, Lyon, Fairclough low. McCormick, Sanyang, Garza long, Anderson, Rossi for Seattle. Clementa, Daly, McLean, Vukovic, Kiffey, Guzman, Lopez, Mirkovic, Barrera, Stewart, and Rivas for Sacramento. They'll switch sides in the end of the field as we're underway here in the second half of play. Down to the turf goes Sam Garza. And for Seattle, Kevin, looking at what they need to do a little bit better here. They had some good runs, they had some good chances. Maybe defensively shore things up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the gaps that they were creating, I mean, it wasn't really their fault. Maybe they need to shore up those gaps a little bit better that the Republic were creating. But really, where teams have had the most success coming into Bonnie Field, Rob, has been sitting back and playing that counterattack style game. Maybe they need to start thinking about doing that a little bit more, being a little bit better with that. But really for them, I think they need to start working, making sure they're shoring up the gaps and going forward a little bit better and a little bit crisper really in that final third for Seattle.
It'll be interesting to see what Nick Miele can do to try to slow down Tommy Stewart. University of New Mexico, and he played nearly every single minute of his senior season. A very good player, defender who's got some size at that center back position for the Sounders too. Mirkovic and Rivas teaming up. Pablo Rossi, number 55, someone to keep an eye on for sure, is now a little bit more of attack-minded, as you still have Garza, Anderson, and Rossi, a formative trio to combat the great play of Barrera. Now Alvarez out and Rodrigo Lopez. Here's Barrera trying to skirt one through to Rivas. Gets it right back. Now he's in the middle of the pitch. Keeps it down on his feet. Still crawling, able to make a pass to Rivas. Rivas has a shot, look at his left, and he tries to curl one just around the defense and not able to spray it inside and a little too far out right.
Yeah, great work by Barrera. Fighting, not giving up. Finds Rivas. Rivas sees a window, tries to take it with his left foot, probably just pulls it across the face a little bit too much, doesn't catch it that clean.
I don't know if Rivas was possibly waiting for Tommy Stewart because he hesitated when he had an open look.
I think he was surprised. It looked like Fairclough just completely dropped off of him. In that situation, you're kind of like, what's going on? So maybe caught off guard a little bit. But good to get himself involved that early in the half here, get a shot.
Fairclough taking down Rivas. So Joaquin Rivas, 16 appearances a season ago for Sacramento from Las Vegas, Nevada. He's come in some key moments.
He's very, very good attacking one-on-one, so you need to get him running at people if you can.
Turn the corners, Tommy Stewart out to wide as Barrera. Barrera dumped it off. It looked like the referee, Apple Chiarella. Nobody there is going to try to win this ball back, sent through by McCormick.
Who's there? Mirkovic doing his job, staying home.
Jimmy trying to draw the defense.
But Rivas, you need to get Rivas running at guys. That's where he's the most effective, Rob.
Rodrigo Lopez drawing a foul.
Quick restart here by Republic. Get Kiffy involved.
Kiffy's out wide. McCormick, the mark. Kiffy cuts inside. Pokes it high, looking to the backside for Octavio Guzman. Still ball in play, and they'll pick up a corner. Misplayed by the back four of the Seattle Sounders, too. And here's a chance for Sacramento with Rodrigo Lopez standing out to the corner.
Great job by Kiffy there, cutting it back on his right foot. His weaker right foot, mind you. But Tommy Stewart was the only one in the box in that situation. So I love the patience, bringing it out. It's smart. It shows Kiffy's thinking, which I love to see when your players are thinking and doing the right thing, analyzing things through the course of the run of the play. So great job by Kiffy. Would have liked to see a little bit better technique on that cross coming in, though.
Low ball served in. No chance for Sacramento. But Danny Barrera possibly saving the possession, will try to win and does not get the side referee attention well enough, and it will go to Seattle. But Sacramento 8-2-1 when they score first on this USL 2015 season. Can they keep it true to form here?
Set pieces, corner kicks particularly tonight, Rob, have been pretty poor. I don't think there's been one decent ball served in. We've got balls sailing over the far post, missing or hitting the near post on that one, which Roro just did. Need to be a little bit more soft foul given here. But Daly doesn't need to go diving in there. There's no point in that. That's something you don't want to see your center backs do. And as a player, there's no point in doing it. You save yourself energy, save yourself some thought. Just go get up on the hip and make him go backwards. That's a win as a center back. If your forwards back to you, gets the ball at their feet and they go backwards, you're winning. There's no reason for you to go dive in, take a chance, try to make a play. You run the risk, and the risk reward there is you're going to lose if there's anything that gets in behind you there. You're totally out of position and leaving the back, your other partners, the back three out.
Seattle into the wind here. Good looking ball, back net, out comes Patrick McLean, and was he partially interfered with? Probably so, but it won't matter. Damian Lowe, and now here's a quick counter, and is he onside? And they're going to say Danny Barrera is. Barrera looking to the area. One-on-one, works inside, and he has plucked the ball away. Rivas able to come right back. Even Rivas is brought down. Here's Barrera looking for Tommy Stewart. A chance for Octavio Guzman, and off the high hip and out of play.
God, referee decides to play on there. Would have liked to see, I'm looking completely at the top of the box where Rivas went down. Referee called advantage. Would like to see that play called for a foul in that situation, but the referee does make a decent choice there. Allows play to go. As Octavio's on the back post, but still I think in that situation there's no real advantage.
Probably a 50-50 call there. Here it is again. Here's Rivas. And Rivas stepped on through by McCormick.
I can see what the referee's doing there. Probably makes a good judgment call, but I think if you're Republic, you'd like to see with who they have on the ball, their set piece takers, you want to see that thing called for a foul.
What I've liked tonight, though, you've seen Alvarez, you've seen Barrera now, two of the midfielders sprinting down as they're acting as if they are a forward, Kevin. And you talked about that. We might see it as a 4-1-4-1, but you will see also glimpses of a 4-4-2.
Yeah, 4-4-2 is really what it's going to look like, hopefully, at the end of the day. Excuse me, it should be a 4-1-3-2, essentially. You want to have one of your midfielders, join that attack with Tommy Stewart.
Vukovic steps on the foot of McCormick. McCormick able to get right back up. A throw-in for Seattle here. So Duncan McCormick with 3 assists on the season. Academy star for this club. Rodrigo Lopez. Fighting with Aaron Long. Both players go down hard as Sanyang is going to hobble up. Likely his right foot stepped on by Rodrigo Lopez. No intent here. They'll play on.
Octavio made a great run there, just a little bit late. Still is able to get himself.
Quick shield, not able to hold it long enough against Aaron Long. Excuse me, against Frano.
If Clemente finds him early, right down that channel, Octavio was off to the races on his bike, but just a little bit too late.
Mirkovic again in the middle of the park. Danny Barrera back to Lopez. Lopez going to set one up, but he does so well. A little too soft for Danny Barrera as Miele was able to get back. Stuck right in the middle of the park right now between these two clubs. Sacramento with a 1-goal advantage. An assist from Rodrigo Lopez to Tommy Stewart in the 36th minute of play here. This crowd erupting, igniting some new fire in Bonnie Field that has been missing for well over a month, you could say, Kevin.
Yeah, it's been a weird vibe around the club for the last probably 2 months, and you know, with Precky's situation, it's kind of understandable. But now I think he got this finds a great little gap here. Rossi does.
Pablo Rossi looking for Anderson.
It's a great example of that forward kind of dropping off and finding that gap between the midfield and the back four for the Republic, Rob. Great job by Rossi. You can see that's just kind of some savviness that he has. So we got to give McLean a bit of credit here. Fantastic job coming out, being big, and then this piece of distribution, fantastic piece of skill, Rob. Finds Barrera sprinting down an 80-yard ball right on a dime, creates a good opportunity for Republic, but just a fantastic piece of skill there by McLean.
Patrick McLean on the season, 9-7-3, 5 shutouts, trying to work his 6th here tonight. Frano able to corral it. Sacramento has put the pressure on here. Adding a little bit more pace with Joaquin Rivas, no doubt about it. Interesting to see the changes in the midfield that take place. There are so many talented midfielders for this Republic squad this season. Up and up over the top, looking for a streaking Anderson and possibly McCormick out wide. A bad giveaway here.
Communication right there. If McLean's going to do that, he's got to be shouting that there's someone coming in from behind.
So Pablo Rossi, the 22-year-old from Argentina.
Well done by Rivas.
Rossi with a goal against Sacramento in the early get-go. A foul in the open field is we have 2 collisions. First with Rivas.
It's like fair, no, not fair close up. It's not. So it's, you got to look here. Rivas going through.
And just stop and just hold on to him and tackle. That is Damian Lowe.
Yeah, Damian Lowe he's worse for the wear there, but he's going in and grabbing Rivas for the foul. Rivas comes through with his right arm behind him. I tell you what, I got no sympathy for that. If you're going to go in and grab someone, you got to expect some sort of collision happening. And for him to go down looking for something, I almost feel like he's looking for something here, Rob, which, frankly, no chance.
Well, and then another foul just a few steps away.
Sanyang, I think, right?
And then we may have on the other end.
Sanyang, I think, comes in with a pretty big scissor coming right through Tommy Stewart. Very late. Get a good look here coming up in a second.
So Faircloth was there.
Here's the first.
And then here's Sanyang.
Oh, I tell you what, Rob.
Sanyang just undercut Tommy Stewart.
I tell you what, I take back my comments. I mean, Rivas comes through with a pretty vicious right arm.
He's holding his right cheek.
He absolutely came with a really vicious right arm coming through. But I tell you, at the end of the day also, we've got Lowe coming in and just grabbing Rivas. Purposefully trying to bring him down, but he does get a pretty sharp elbow to his cheek for his wear there. And Sanyang goes in real hard on Tommy Stewart, and that's where the foul was given.
It's time likely to be at the end of the match here. The end of regulation. It'll be Rodrigo Lopez over the ball.
James Kiffey off to the left. Victor Rivas playing up, as is Guzman. Barrera in the middle of the park. Tommy Stewart. Back to Barrera as he comes. To Rivas. Rivas off the face of McCormick. And it'll be a corner kick for Sacramento.
Rivas showing a good left foot there. Looked like it was struck well, going into a dangerous position.
Right-footed Rodrigo Lopez. 14 goals, 13 assists a season ago. He's got 4 in 2015 when it comes to assists. 1 coming earlier tonight.
Here's a good ball, Rob.
Lyon punched it away. Rivas still fighting for it. Still dangerous. Charlie Lyon watched it sail away, and I think Sacramento just picked up their 2nd corner kick in this same possession. And Lyon come out, took a gamble on it, and made the right play.
And that's Sanyang there with there's a short corner, Rob.
Sacramento just from outside the penalty area. Header, Nemanja Vukovic.
That was a great ball in by Barrera. Just a little bit too far. Great tackle, too. Slows things down. But a great ball in. I think Barrera looking for Vukovic with that little delayed run. Puts it in a very, very dangerous spot. So like to see that short corner. But even before that, earning the corner for the Republic, Sanyang just takes way too big of a swing trying to clear the ball out.
Barrera's been so active in the middle of the park tonight.
Yeah, talked to Rodrigo before the game, talking about Barrera, playing with him. They've known each other for a really, really long time, Rob, and they're really similar players. Barrera sometimes tends to...
Here's Barrera to Rivas. Rivas working one-on-one against Lowe. Rivas with a left foot looking for Tommy Stewart on a low cross, able to circle around his Frano.
That's what you want Rivas doing, taking guys on, quick touch, gets his head up, tries to hit a hard ball across the face of the goal. See him track back now.
Here's McCormick. Just before it's out of play. Sends a cross in. Dangerous play. Anderson, another chance just over the top for Pablo Rossi. And Sacramento caught a big break there.
Kiffey's got to close the ball down. There's way too much space right there. You got to get yourself involved, make it difficult. And I think McLean makes an absolutely world-class save right there. Just touches it over the bar. Great save by McLean.
You're right, he got a couple of fingers on it.
Yeah, if you have a goalkeeper to keep you in the matches like McLean's done here this game, it's just so valuable as well, Rob.
An hour has gone by. A high cross. Vukovic clearing, still trying to make a left foot shot. Taken hard by Aaron Long, and it nearly a handball by Sacramento as it comes hard and into the back of the tarp. It'll be a corner kick for Seattle.
This is another look at that first save, Rob. Just gets his fingertips on it. What a phenomenal save, Rob. And here it is again. A good strike.
Aaron Long,
Kiffey,
just off the arm of Kiffey.
Kiffey making himself big.
This one's low.
Good clearance. Good clearance there by Tabo.
6 shots on goal tonight for Seattle, 7 for Sacramento. Total shots, I should say, 5 on target for Sacramento. Patrick McLean has been busy. He's been tested tonight. Fairclough will throw. Fighting hard as Miele for possession here.
Dive.
Fairclough gets past. Vukovic hanging back. Excuse me, Rodrigo Lopez going hard. And there's Mirkovic and Fairclough continuing their battle here tonight. Interesting to see between a defensive midfielder and one of the back four, almost a center back, now playing almost a right back position for Seattle. And interesting to see those two types of players going at it. You don't see it often. Here's Mirkovic. Pablo Rossi takes him on. Rossi able to win the ball. Seattle looking to push their attack here. Coughs it up. Danny Barrera looking for Tommy Stewart. A streaking out wide. Here is Emra Clementa. Clementa settling down, working himself into the area. Lowe breaks it up.
Goal kicks given here, but Clementa, you got to take another look at this if you can get it. But Clementa, he slows his run down. You need to accelerate. This is a good look here. He's got full pace and he starts to slow down, starts to size things up. You're dead. You're dead in the water at that point. I don't know about that. Might be a goal kick, might 50-50 chance there for a goal kick or corner kick. But you got to accelerate into your move, Rob. You can't slow down. If you're going to slow down, you're absolutely going to kill your momentum and your speed and pace. Clementa needs to go at pace.
Clemente having his best season as a member of the Republic. And we'll wait for the call. Now is a corner, and the crowd likes it. Wells Fargo, proud supporter of Sacramento Republic FC and dedicated to helping people reach their goals on and off the field. Call clicker stop by to start a conversation. Wells Fargo together will go far.
Barrera, another nice arrow to have in the quiver here for your set pieces. With Alvarez not playing right now, typically Alvarez is over these balls, but we got another in-swinger with his left foot, as Barrera's got a really crafty, clever left foot.
Got Guzman as a possibility in a short corner. No, he'll send it into the box. Looking for a header, Mickey Daly! A great save by Line, another chance. Daly strikes it hard. The Republic come with a header by Barrera, and Barrera sends it out of play. But Mickey Daly had a good look on net, a better save from Charlie Lyon.
There's a great ball. Charlie Lyon, huge save right there. Gets down to his right really quickly.
And then
it's
Daly
a good look
tried
right
to
here.
Shove it right back in.
See Daly backing up, still gets enough pace on it. What a save by Lyon right there.
Lyon and McLean have both made incredible stops here tonight, keeping this match at a 1-0 advantage for Sacramento.
And that's what you ask your goalkeepers. You really want them to make, 2 to 3 good saves a game, and we've seen 2 or 3 saves tonight. It just keeps your team involved, keeps the team involved in the match. And big time saves we've seen here tonight to keep this match relatively close here with 1-0.
Lyon making his professional debut against the Republic, a win in the home opener. The start of the season here in Seattle. 4-2 victory. Was up with the first team as injuries have depleted the Sounders club.
Stephen Fry injured.
Thought we'd see Seth Koala tonight, who played against Portland a few evenings ago. And Lyon is a great goalkeeper. 29 clean sheets while at Marquette. I mean, I don't know how many goalkeepers can tag that on their resume, but he is definitely one of them. And a star of the future, no doubt about it. He is just 22 years of age, I believe.
Goalkeeping is such a particular little funny position, Rob.
Clemente trying to get too cute with it and pays the price.
Dance it on a little bit, move the ball, get it off your foot. But goalkeepers, 22 years old is still really young for a goalkeeper. It takes a lot longer for those guys to develop. Another good little position here for Rossi, finding that gap. But well done by Kiffy.
Kiffy stepping up, winning the ball.
Seeing some physicality here, Rob. Let's see if center ref can keep this thing under control. It looks like in the next couple of minutes, the way things are going, we got a great run here.
Sprayed from Mickey Daly. Rivas onside. Rivas, number 25, cleared away.
Fairclough just showing his pace there. Good first touch by Rivas, and a great look by Daly, seeing him on that opposite side, just look up right there, and a well-executed, good technique. Want to see Rivas maybe take a little bit farther to his left to eliminate the possibility of Fairclough getting over there. But a good opportunity for the Republic again. Let's see if we can continue the pace, continue threatening on set pieces, find a little avenue, find a seam here, and put it on target. Test line again.
Rivas. Out to Roro, a header. Looking for Nemanja Vukovic. Vukovic looking for a call, as he always is looking for a call. Will not get it.
I don't know about that. That's tough too. But watch this ball that Roro hits across. This is a pretty fairly friendly ball to hit coming across on your right foot like that. All you have to do is just hit it hard, chest high, head height, and Roro executes it perfectly. And such a dangerous ball to deal with, as players on that short corner maybe come out a little bit, maybe lose their responsibility, lose their mark, and you get the recycled runs coming in around again.
I think it's a good no call.
Rivas
trying to trap it down. Going back to Daly, though. These are types of plays we have not seen them from Republic. A lot more through balls coming.
Yeah, that's switch.
From the back to the front.
That switch. We see Lopez do it all the time. And it's one of those where your eyes get really big as you're lining it up. And to be able to kind of take a step back, take a little bit deep breath before you strike it always helps. But your eyes do get really big, Rob, and you just want to strike it as hard as you can. So good job there by Daly to calm himself down and make a good contact on it.
Looking for Tavo. Roro back to Barrera, looking up top. for Tommy Stewart. Will become a fan of the USL on Facebook for exclusive league news and interactive content, or follow the league at USL on Twitter. To become a league insider, join club conversations, have a chance at exclusive giveaways as well.
Good little combination play a second ago, too. Barrera probably just being a little bit too greedy, Rob. Well done by Octavio.
Well, all these games are going to be tied. 5th place and 11th place, just 6 points separating the clubs. So the Western Conference just separated by 6 points. That means you have 7 teams in the hunt looking for a spot in those final rankings there. And you look at the clubs on top. Seattle is one of them. They have not secured a playoff spot quite yet either. Here's James Kiffey. It's going to be competitive here in August and September. Points will be at a premium. Looking for Tommy Stewart. Has his back against Lowe. Damian Lowe able to slow down this possession from Sacramento. Rivas back heel. Tommy Stewart looking for his left foot. Stepped up and making a play. And Seattle again has come up big. And give a lot of credit to Damian Lowe.
Great little flick there by Rivas.
Here they go again. Danny Barrera looking for Tavo. Tavo from Clemente. Clemente will strike from distance. Off to the right.
Just missed.
Fans from this side of the arena thought there was in.
You talk about your eyes getting real big, Rob. That ball coming back to you. Watch it. Watch the touch Octavio leaves him. You want to strike it first time. Slows it down. Takes a deep breath. Strikes it really well, though. Just misses by a foot or two.
And the angle looked like it.
That's the shape. That's the shape and trajectory you want to have on that if you're going to hit the near post. Bending away from the goalkeeper. Little slice on it. Well struck by Clemente.
Clemente loves those. And Tommy Stewart offside.
I don't know if he was offside still.
That's the 3rd time tonight. Here again from Emra Clemente. Heads up, folks. This one's coming.
Right over. Good strike. I go Tommy Stewart. I don't know if he's offsides again. It was a little delayed run.
We'll have to check that camera, Kev. I don't know if it made it through. What a shot from Clemente. Not able to break this to 2-0 as McCormick able to pick up a foul on Ivan Mirkovic.
Yeah, Mirkovic might have just got a little talking to, too, so saying basically, hey, next one might be a yellow.
That would mean that number 18 would be out for 2 matches from yellow card accumulation. Kiffey doesn't play it right. McCormick able to track it down. McCormick looking for a cross off the chest of James Kiffey, and a corner for Seattle.
Want to see Kiffey maybe be a little more aggressive on that ball as it's coming across in the air. Maybe go up and try to win it, but does a good job, keeps the pressure on, makes it difficult for Seattle, and they're able to win a corner kick out of it.
And we're speaking of cautions. I mean, you look at, for Seattle, Frano, Garza, McCormick, and Sanyang all one more yellow here tonight or any other match, and they'll be out for at least a match. So we're getting to that point in the season where guys are going to have to pick and choose their battle. Cross sent in. Back from Tavo. Pablo Rossi will get a throw, and that's a great clear from Octavio Guzman.
Tavo does a really good job on the near post. Not just getting himself on the ball, but doing a good job of clearing it out in the right positions, not putting it back in the middle of the goal or putting it out for another corner kick.
Lowe looking to strike inside the penalty area. Mirkovic. McCormick quickly back into the attack. Fairclough works his way inside, hits the wall of James Kiffey, and trying to keep it in play as Guzman will not. Another throw-in for the Sounders.
They need to weather the storm here. They're putting some good pressure on us, on the Republic right now. Seattle is. Buckles up, kind of barking some orders. Would like to see maybe Octavio in that situation. Slow it down, keep the ball, rather than simply try to clear it. But right now, need to make sure you're back 4. This is where you get paid and what you get paid to do in these situations.
Good header, dangerous ball. Daly comes up. Roro, slight push in the back, won't be called. Still in play, Fairclough trying to force it in to Anderson. Handball is called just outside the box. So Olak Anderson not able to get away with it, and quickly streaking was Rodrigo Lopez.
Yeah, Daly is putting the ball down real quick, trying to find him. It's okay, slow everything down now after this, that spell, 2 or 3 minutes when there's some pretty heavy pressure. Slow it down a bit.
key for the final 15 minutes or so here, Kevin, for Sacramento.
Patience.
And I think he just tripped over the ball. I don't know if that was a foul on Lowe, but nonetheless.
Lowe's coming in hard here, so we talked about the chippiness, and we've seen a little bit more of it right now.
Just keep doing what you're doing, I guess. You've been successful at it tonight. They've gotten good runs, good looks at it.
We get a good look at Lowe's coming through here. See the big...
Oh, he did. He undercut him right there. Looked like Tommy may have just tripped over the ball. Not the case. Good call by the referee, and we'll play on.
Yeah, I mean, keep doing what they've been doing. They've done a good job, the Republic have. But you got to be, this is where Mirkovic, this is going to be the last 15 minutes in my mind are going to be dependent on how well Mirkovic can organize things. So that's what I want to see. I want to see the back four and Mirkovic be as organized, communicate as much as possible, and make sure, because it's easy in the 75th, 80th minute for people to start losing their responsibilities. Tired legs, tired mind. But when you got someone shouting at you, it makes your job a lot easier. And a guy like Mirkovic sees the whole pitch. So I want to see him really barking orders and taking responsibility for the rest of these guys in front of him.
Lowe looking for Garza.
And we got young guys. We got Rivas, first-year professional. Barrera, another young guy, seen a lot of minutes, though. But you need to make sure Tavo, second-year professional, Mirkovic needs to be the guy that's really getting a leash on all those guys.
And all of them getting a lot of time down in Ventura, as well as the Santa Barbara area. Look at it, Mirkovic, you're looking at Barrera, you're looking at Kiffy, you're looking at Lopez. I mean, these are all guys that it's almost a Ventura County fusion. And there is going to be a red card handed out, and it looks like it's Amadou Sanyang. So Sanyang will be out, and it means Seattle will be down a man for the rest of this contest. Sanyang trying to argue his case, but studs are up.
He's pleading his case. You're going two-footed like you're taking a luge somewhere. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous, and that's where people get, I mean, legs broken in the situation. Look at him. He puts both legs forward, sizes it up, two-footed, over the ball.
And just got
awful
Tavo on the right foot.
Awful tackle. Awful tackle, Rob. Look, I mean, you get another look. Tavo's going in. He's being brave and dangerous here. But look at this two-footed tackle right at his shin.
Man.
Taking the luge course down. That is absolutely awful tackle.
I'd be surprised if Tavo, after looking at that, is back into this contest. He took it hard.
And there's no reason for Sanyang even to say anything right now. I mean, are you telling me you got ball? It doesn't matter. If you're exposing both your studs, I mean, you've seen really, really gruesome tackles from stuff like that, gruesome injuries from tackles like that, Rob.
The 23-year-old will be sent off for Seattle.
And I can sympathize with you, and you're getting that situation. You're going for a 50-50 ball, but at that point, you're fully committed. You got to pull back. You can't show both your studs and go over the ball like that. And referees are quick nowadays to pull get in their back pocket and pull the red card. As soon as both feet went off the ground, Rob, I knew exactly what was going to happen. We saw official go over there right in his back pocket and shows the red.
So Apochiarella issuing a red card to Amadou Sanyang, and we'll have a substitution as well. Lorenzo Ramos making his 7th appearance, but has played less than 130 minutes for this club, and so the midfielder taking the place of Sam Garza as Sanyang now out, and it will be Seattle who will finish this match with less than 11. It'll be stuck with 10 here for the rest of the evening, and our substitution brought to you by Jiffy Lube here tonight as Ramos is in and Garza is out. And we'll not see likely Octavio Guzman remain in this game. He's hobbling, wanting to stay in. I don't know if it's really worth keeping him out on the pitch, and we'll be likely to see maybe a young Gabe Gissy in, and you'll have that traditional 4-4-2 with a replacement of Guzman. I mean, Rivas likely stepping back into formation.
See what Seattle decides to do. They have Anderson and Rossi up top. I imagine Rossi's going to drop into some sort of midfield role, leaving Anderson up alone by himself. Hopefully, I think Tavo, no need to risk it right now. We got 10-15 minutes left in this match. Let's get Gissy in there, get him out on the right flank, and get him chasing some people down, chasing some balls down. Still, I think they're going to do that 4-1-4-1, Rob, with Tommy Stewart up top.
And we might see Justin Braun checking in. So it will be number 17. And Justin Braun, who has been out with injury, is checking in. And one thing that Justin Braun, I think, you could say for him and a lot of the fans of number 17, has not scored as much they'd like to see him. But what he does do well is eat up space and draws defenders in, allowing space for other players. So he'll be called on to do that, and has maybe an easier opportunity with just 10 men on the field as Octavio Guzman is off of injury.
You know what Braun does best? Braun works hard, and that's what you need in this situation in the final 15 minutes. You need someone to go in there and chase some people down. You got fresh legs. And as a player going in the 75th minute, you know you only have 15, 20 minutes anyway. So go out there, work hard, get a good blow in, and make sure you're really doing the dirty work, because you know it's only going to be 15 minutes long.
So Sacramento with 2 of their substitutions. They hit 5. Braun and Rivas.
Yeah, they definitely looks like they're dropping Rossi back. Seattle is.
Trying to maybe work something out of that midfield. I mean, he can be a conductor for this team, even though they've got some of the younger guys who have shown a lot of promise here.
And he might.
Rossi's only 22. It's not that he's an older.
And he might play. Look, he's in the gaps right now. He's finding the gaps, which he's done already really well.
Here's Olek Anderson trying to square up. So Mickey Daly cut it off.
So Rossi might technically be playing that midfield role, but watch him drop beneath Anderson, playing a little bit higher than a midfielder normally would, the traditional number 9 position, right underneath that top forward, just top striker. And I think that's where he'd be really effective. He seems to be pretty crafty and clever on the ball. Usually makes the right decisions in that final third. So something that the Republic, Mirkovic, once again, he's got a lot of responsibilities tonight. He's going to have to take care of that as well.
And the energy in the Bonnie Field here tonight has changed as Barrera colliding with Fairclough. It's changed a little bit from that red card here. Sacramento's got to start a rally and really almost get that energy back up into their favor.
I mean, really, all you need to focus on is organization in my mind. This is where you don't want to get caught up in the moment. I want to see still the back four be organized and try to calm things down. This is where you don't really need energy. You need patience. You need calmness. You need some, your veteran guys to come in and step in and not dive in.
Here's a chance for Seattle. Broken up. Pablo Rossi was there. Up comes Aaron Long. Try to keep the possession alive. Rodrigo Lopez settles it at his feet. Danny Barrera looking to turn upfield. Looking for Rivas. Rivas streaking down, showing good pace. Picked up by Lowe. And now Lowe just shoves him and no call.
Yeah, Lowe's shown his physicality here tonight and gives the ball up.
Out of the open field, you might get a whistle. Not this time. James Kiffey. And James Kiffey will pick one up against Duncan McCormick. McCormick has a few things to say about it.
Slow things down right now. We're getting a good look at here as Rivas is going one-on-one. Lowe's got both hands up real high.
It's a face mask.
Yeah, I mean,
there was such
definitely an aggressive defensive technique right there.
Braun overlapping. Clementa looking for Braun. Number 17 trying to get there before the byline and not able to do so in time. Public FC once again inviting fans to its official team photo. This will be held at Bonnie Field on Sunday, August 9th. Fans are asked to stick around after the photo to make Coach Buckle, and he hosts a quick, brief question and answer. For details and times, visit sacrepublicfc.com. Very cool. So if your fans want to be in the team photo this year and talk to Coach Buckle, great guy. We've had a couple of chances to talk with him, and you love his energy. He's definitely old school, Kevin. I mean, this is not, you look at a lot of the newer ways of conducting training sessions, but I like what he's bringing. He's bringing that calmness to this club.
That's the English in him, really, Rob.
Olek Anderson testing Vukovic, and Vukovic falls down to the turf, and a whistle is blown. Kevin, how about this as we talk about USL and the expansion that we've seen over in the offseason as Giarella helps Vukovic. Now you have 2 franchises adding to this list, Rio Grande Valley in Texas, just along the southern border, about the southern part of Texas you could possibly get, and then right down, or I should say right across Highway 80 here, Reno going to be adding a club as well. Great for the league.
Great news. I mean, the league's exploded over the last 2 years. Nothing but good things in the future. But right now, there's too many simple, poor giveaways. Possession is so valuable in this situation. Seattle can't do anything when you have the ball. Play simple, move the ball. There's no need to force sets onside.
Here's Barrera, one-way bun for Tommy Stewart. Tommy Stewart has another chance at it. Lyon couldn't hang on. Tommy Stewart has a brace. Give him 2.
Tommy Stewart got pretty fortunate right there. As Lyon comes out, does a good job. Tommy tries a little chip right over him. Lyon's up to the task, but unfortunately goes right back to Tommy Stewart. He's able to finish it. But even going back to the build-up, it might have been either Fairclough or Lowe who made a really dangerous step. If we can get a look at it, see he's right on, see the step. I think it was Lowe. Lowe gambles and loses in that situation. As someone in the back, I mean, you're all in at that point, Rob. Your chips are all in. You're saying, yeah, it's Lowe.
So Long gave up. Lowe stepped wrong, but give credit to the goalkeeper, Charlie Lyon, who made a great play. Even though he gambled wrong, he still was able to get a glove on it. And the control of Tommy Stewart, a veteran play, able to track it in. And Tommy Stewart in the 83rd minute has his second goal of the night and separating themselves that much further and closer to picking up 3 points against the top club in the West here tonight at Bonnie Field.
Yeah, Paul Buckle with a nice little handshake to Tommy Stewart. Thank you, sir, for the 2 goals tonight.
And off that, a standing ovation as he comes off the pitch as Gabe Gissy, the youngster from Liberia, will check in. 1 career goal this season.
Still a lot of time here too, Rob. There's no way we should or can get complacent right now. And that's as a player too, playing in the back. I mean, that's my first thought whenever we scored a goal in this situation is like, okay, we got 5 minutes. Let's lock it down. Everyone, you're done celebrating. Back to business. Let's get to work.
Tommy Stewart, 2 goals on the night.
And it looks like Gissy's going to be put in the midfield.
Justin Braun up top.
Put Braun up all the way.
Daly looking for Braun. Here's Braun going against Lowe. Braun's going to have to cut it inside. He's going to turn outside. Able to cut inside. Good step over. Slow things up. Clementa off to Barrera. Barrera's going to strike it from distance. Top crossbar here for Rivas. Lyon able to come outside the 6.
Lyon had no chance. He just turned and looked at that thing, hit his crossbar. What a great little clever play by Barrera. Gets it on his left foot here. Takes a peek. I'm going to curl it far post.
That was,
God, that was
our
such
angle
a nice...
here, Kevin. It did not look as close as it actually was, and Lyon just frozen in his tracks.
It just goes to show you don't need pace and power on those things. You're that close to the goal. You just pick out a corner. I mean, can't get much closer to picking out a corner in that situation right there. 6 inches lower, it's in the top corner. But a great little piece of effort. Great technique by Danny Barrera.
Barrera has played very well since being inserted in the starting lineup, and he has now played 6 of 8 matches in that first 11.
No, and he's not bashful on top of the box either. That's what I like about him. He's quick to pull the trigger, quick to strike the ball.
Here's Rossi applying pressure.
Not afraid to strike the ball in those situations, which you want. You know, I mean, it just shows the gumption and the savviness by Danny Barrera.
And Sacramento may be currently in 5th place, but this is a deeper team than the championship season ago. Here's Gabe Gissy, who's got maybe the greatest pace on this club. Keeps it right at his feet, broken up for a moment as Miele able to thwart the attack from Sacramento.
Got the heaviest touch on the team right there too, Rob.
That's probably fair. At 18 years of age, he's got some time to grow.
This
and
is
going
another
down
one.
hard is Pablo Rossi.
This is another one. This is, and Rossi knows immediately, but he goes and just, I mean, exposes his studs and comes down.
Rivas slow to get up as Pablo Rossi lending a hand.
Get a good look right now. He just jumps on him. Just absolutely jumps on him.
And he has issued a yellow card, so Pablo Rossi. Lucky it's not more than that. Clearly, Kevin, that is a little much. And Rivas is shaking it off, and good for Joaquin Rivas, but
Yeah, Rossi knew immediately, goes over and, apologizes.
And that yellow card brought to you by McDonald's. So Rossi hit with the yellow. Sanyang hit with the red after going studs up with both feet against Octavio Guzman at around the 75th minute mark. Sacramento adding a goal after that. Tommy Stewart picking up his second. An assist from Rodrigo Lopez at the 36th minute. And that is the difference maker here tonight between these two clubs. Sacramento on the press again. James Kiffey.
Herrera's down in the middle of the park right now as well. Just get it out of bounds.
Rodrigo Lopez will slow it up and waiting for the whistle.
Take your time.
And Roro is just going to let it softly skirt out of play. And Barrera looks like he may have taken one. They'll have the training staff come out. And again, it's Pablo Rossi there who is in the neighborhood.
Didn't see what happened. Just saw him go down slowly. Kind of took a knee and then crumbled over a little bit.
And we do not have a camera angle on that, so not quite sure what the issue here is. But for Sacramento, in a match, Kevin, where we talked about in the pregame that they needed to get points, and there's no time to be hoping that you could get those points at the end of August. You have 4 matches here in Sacramento in this month. Here's a great chance tonight to get that much closer to the top clubs in the West, as LA and Colorado also doing battle here tonight. And we'll get an update for you, score here. And we do have a replay for you. We get one more look at it. But Sacramento well on their way to picking up 3 points tonight.
Yeah, looks like he just takes a bad step, a weird step. Ankle. It's unfortunate. Played a really good game here tonight, Rob. But yeah, I mean, coming out, we talked about how important points are at this point. Also, I mean, just for your confidence, you want to come out and play a good game. And I think the Republic have shown that their best football is only going to be in front of them. I think it's been just a breath of fresh air with Paul Buckle coming in for the club. And now getting points here tonight. Hopefully we've got a couple minutes left. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but getting 3 points here tonight. And with the Homestead coming up here, the next 4 games at home, Rob, big opportunity to really catapult yourself up into the table, into the standings as playoffs are coming up shortly.
Adnan Gabelic into this match, and 5 minutes of extra time will be added here.
Possession is key right now, Rob. Just play simple, move the ball side to side. Everyone still needs to move.
So Adnan Gabelic, youngster with a thunderous right foot. Played very well in the U.S. Open Cup matches. He's another striker. I mean, the arsenal that continues to come off the bench of Sacramento. And you have Kaleem Allah, also the speedster. Here, Mice working is the youngster. Into the middle, still a play and out of play. And we'll have a corner, last touch by Seattle.
Just kind of credit to Graham Smith for the Republic picking up these players. And I tell you what, I'd be hard-pressed if you're one of these guys on the bench for the Republic. Probably will be able to get minutes in a lot of other clubs, but sit behind some really quality players. So, I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's a good problem to have.
Look about the guys who aren't making the first 18 here, Travis. I mean, you have like Alfonso Montalvan on that. I mean, you have a lot of guys who play key minutes in the USL. Here's a good ball served in.
Vehi as well. That's Zev.
Augustine Caceres. I mean, you've got a lot of players. Derek Foran into the 18 today. Justin Braun in the corner. Justin Braun still working with a 2-goal advantage, and the veteran picked up a foul here, but that's why you have number 17 on the pitch. He's a guy who never stops working, even it looks like this one might be put away for Sacramento.
Going back to the depth for the Republic, when you're competing to even get into the 18, that says a lot about your team and a lot about the club, and it really makes training sessions that much sharper and that much more energy and effort and that much better, because everyone's fighting to show Mr. Buckle what they can do. And it just makes everything from the base up a great foundation for a club to have that, and the Republic really do have that.
So Colorado taking down Los Angeles. Big win for the Switchbacks, who will be here on Saturday, August 8th.
Big match, Rob. Big match.
Make sure you get your tickets for that one. Also be shown online if you're not in the Sacramento area, but The one thing you got to love about these matches, it might be a little bit warm during the day. It was in the low 90s today. Pretty nice day. The wind right off here, the breeze off the river, it is beautiful each and every time here at Bonnie Field. You need your sweatshirt by the second half.
Sacramento Knights.
So if you're worried about the heat, don't let that concern you, because you will have a lot of fun here at Bonnie Field. I can promise you that. The Republic really playing well. The key, we said it again, is looking for Justin Braun. It's Roro to Justin Braun. A good connection. Braun not able to keep it at his feet. Good initial trap. Second touch is where it all went wrong. But this team really clicked last year against West Brom. You saw them play well against West Brom and Atlas. And here we are again, a similar situation.
So far, we don't get ahead of ourselves again, but I mean, that's when...
Rivas to Adnan. Gabelic working into the area. Turned the wrong way. Corner kick coming up.
At this point in the season, this is where they really started. The Republic really started to hit their stride. And so far, the first piece of that puzzle has happened with the two good games against the EPL sides and even a good game against Atlas. Difficult to replicate that and do that again, but let's see if we can do that going forward. I mean, having the month of August basically at home here at Bonnie Field is huge. And if you can start getting, you know, a couple of good games the next 3 games, get some points, get 9 points, get 12 points out of this homestead, it'd be massive.
Back-to-back matches with Colorado. Short flight there. Ball served in.
Good ball again. Good ball. There it is. Good ball in. Mickey Daly coming in. I think he probably takes too big of a swing here.
Menja Vukovic itching for his second goal of the season. He scored his first here against Seattle. From Rodrigo Lopez. Roro also scoring this one. And Gabelic picking up a goal against Seattle in the win here.
My grade for Mirkovic so far tonight's been fantastic. Second half, I mean, I don't think Seattle's really gotten through or gotten in behind the Republic.
There's Rivas from Roro.
I'm sure there's a lot of other pieces of that puzzle for why it's happening, but Mirkovic is tasked. He's got a big responsibility tonight. The second half's been defensively been great.
Well, soccer fans, you can watch all USL regular season and playoff games live free and on HD and on YouTube. Connect with the USL YouTube channel today. Final whistle blows. Sacramento going home tonight winners in Paul Buckle's first match as the Republic's coach in a USL match. His first match was a win against Sunderland. A nice follow-up here tonight against the club at the top of the table in the Western Conference. The Sounders too fall here by a score of 2-0. Tommy Stewart, the hero in this one. We'll come back with final stats with this. Also, Kevin thought that's about this match and moving forward. Stay tuned. That's coming up right here in the CW 31.
When Martin Cooper invented the mobile phone in 1973,
Hello? Yeah, this is Marty. Guess what we did?
Connectivity took a mighty leap forward. Staying connected is also the Mazda way. That's why the 2015 Mazda 3 uses cutting-edge technology.
Hey.
Hi. Headed home?
On my way.
To keep you seamlessly connected to the world around you and the road beneath you. This is the 2015 Mazda 3. What do you drive?
Guys, I got the jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Spray Dan. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
Think that's me?
You guy. It's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So hat-trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go. Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. How do you start your day?
What is she doing? Oh, there you go. I won.
You are sizzling right now.
Please don't make me explain.
Oh, come on.
Hello. What about me?
Look at that.
Yeah. I'm the Tootsinator. Step into a Slim Jim.
The right place at the right time. Yeah, we'll just keep moving on, huh?
That's how we get it started. Watch Good Day.
I'm so happy.
And find your happy place.
It's all yours.
It's all ours.
We found the one.
Our piece of the dream.
Home sweet home.
Here to stay.
Permanent.
Rooted.
Residence.
Relocated. I've been relocated.
Packing up shop.
Headed out of Dodge.
Hitting the bricks.
Calling the bank.
A short-term world needs a long-term bank. For great rates and step-by-step guidance from one of the nation's top mortgage lenders, call on U.S. Bank.
Onward.
Upward.
2-0 Sacramento with the victory over Seattle. They pick up 3 much-needed points here to start off the month of August. No reason but to celebrate this one tonight. And we look at the match brought to you by Bonnie Plumbing, Heating, and Air, our man of the match tonight. And let's make the easy call here. I think it is number 10, Tommy Stewart, who played so well. And 2 big goals here for the Republic, and you got to love it. I mean, he's worked so hard to get back into the starting 11. He has really shined.
You know, it's been tough. It's tough for us to not see him in the lineup, because whenever he plays, he's usually definitely dangerous, getting himself involved, scores goals. But even beyond that, I think the work that he does by stretching the field, coming back and connecting with the midfield, which he did great tonight, is a really, really valuable piece for your forward to do, to be able to keep the ball with your back to the goal and stretch the field. I mean, he does all that and then gets you 2 goals tonight. Fantastic effort tonight.
So Tommy Stewart from Northern Ireland, the man of the match. But now let's get to your highlights presented by NorCal Honda Dealers. NorCal gets it for style, performance, and value. You can't beat Honda. See your Northern California Honda dealer. Now for the best year's deals, visit NorCalHondaDealers.com. Joaquin Rivas comes in as a substitute. Right to the face of the goal, just send it a little bit wide. Sacramento on the attack early, as was Seattle. Nearly a big goal there, a save by Patrick McLean, and the attack would not stop from the Republic.
Huge save by McLean a second ago, and then once again, Lyon doing a great job as well. And then here's the dangerous challenge coming in hard. Right through, right over the ball, straight red.
And it seems Seattle was frustrated at that point. Son Yang nearly sealed the deal for Seattle, and here would be the play that would ultimately give Sacramento the 2-0 win. Tommy Stewart with the brace. Great play by Lyon. Guessed wrong. Tommy Stewart made him pay.
Yeah, unlucky for Lyon. Does a really good job. Comes out, makes himself big. And then finally the cheeky little left foot by Pereira. So fun to watch. Lyon had no clue on that one, no chance on that one, but hits the crossbar, saved by the woodwork.
It's selfie time here at Bonnie Field with the players and the supporters. We have one more final segment coming up here in our post-game show. Stay tuned. Final stats and final thoughts from Kevin Goldthwait coming up here on the CW31.
You get it. You know the difference between throwing some style and throwing your money away. That's why NorCal gets Honda Accord. More power and luxury than Camry, and it costs less to own than a Subaru. And look at the gas mileage. 50 with curves like that? Crazy. It's why Car and Driver named Accord a 10 Best a record 29 times. So when your Northern California Honda dealer offers $189 a month on a new Accord, you know what to do. You get it.
At UC Davis, the lives we touch inspire us. One team, one choice. One UC Davis.
Indomitable. Like the trees that surround us, our roots run deep, our foundation strong. This is a game played to the sound of chants, to the sound of anthems. This game is played to the sound of glory. We are Sacramento. Indomitable we stand. For the Republic we stand.
When Martin Cooper invented the mobile phone in 1973,
Hello? Yeah, this is Marty. Guess what we did?
Connectivity took a mighty leap forward. Staying connected is also the Mazda way. That's why the 2015 Mazda 3 uses cutting-edge technology.
Hey.
Hi. Headed home?
On my way.
To keep you seamlessly connected to the world around you and the road beneath you. This is the 2015 Mazda 3. What do you drive?
A great night at Bonnie Field results in a 2-0 victory for the home club, Sacramento. What a match here. A great time for the supporters here who have come out tonight looking for something to cheer about. Tommy Stewart is the one who gave him that jet. And here is our goal of the match brought to you by Nationwide Insurance. It was his first one of the night. Rodrigo Lopez setting it up perfectly for number 10.
This is a great look. Look at his run that he makes. Just peels off and immediately looks over his shoulder, finds the ball. No need to take a first touch, just strikes it. Great weight on that by Roro and a great finish. The half chance turned to a full chance, Rob.
Nothing Lyon could do here. Now here is our final stats brought to you by Wells Fargo. The difference shot on goal, 8 versus 3. A couple of big saves from both keepers tonight. Corner kicks early on really favored Seattle, but we saw Sacramento come back, and it was the fouls that ultimately did Seattle in.
I mean, even top to bottom, I think, for the Republic, from McLean all the way up to Tommy Stewart. McLean had a couple really, really good saves that kept Republic in the match. And then Tommy Stewart obviously scoring goals. But, I mean, from back to front, good performance tonight by Republic.
So Sacramento comes away with 3 points when they needed them here in early August to continue on this march to the playoffs and defend their USL title. It was a great one here at Bonnie Field. We'll see you next week. I want to thank our entire crew, executive producer Rusty Prevada, producer Jeff Butler, the entire crew behind the scenes, Franklin Pictures for Morgan Reagan and Kevin Goldthwait. I'm Rob McAllister, a victorious Republic squad, 2-0 over Seattle. We'll see you next week at 8 o'clock.
Jerseys. El Nino. Aquí. Sprayed in. Oh, yeah. Don Ovan.
I think that's me.
You guy, it's $40. Can you cover that?
I'll send it to you right now. Done.
Okay, got it. So hat-trick Rick, he's the best player on our team. You get the ball, you give it to him.
Great. Rick.
On your phone, online, on the go. Wells Fargo makes it easy to get banking done.
All right, Don, you're on. Nope, just kidding.
Nice. Chevy's got 3 great deals to choose from this summer. Which works the best with your budget?
I'm drawn to the 0%.
$1,000 cash back. I've never ever thought about leasing a car until I saw that deal.
Which one's your favorite?
0%.
$1,000 always looks nice going in my pocket.
Sorry, I changed my
Now
mind.
let me tell you something that's super cool. You can choose any one of these deals on any of these cars.
Seriously?
It's gorgeous, man.
This is a nice car.
Oh, I like the stitching.
It's an easy choice. Find your tag and choose your deal for an extra summer bonus.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sweet.
Love means never having to say,
I love you.
Thanks.
Hang on, let me just...
Mike and Molly.
Weeknights at 6 and 6:30 on CW31.
Signature service, baby.
At Jiffy Lube, we want you to have it all. Expertise and convenience. That's why with our range of services and our award-winning training program, you can be sure to find our expert technicians around almost every corner.
All good?
Sure is. See you next time.
Thank you.
Visit jiffylube.com for deals and locations around every corner. Jiffy Lube, leave worry behind.